Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
What I'd like is for all you ugly heifers here in Huntsville to keep your big, loud trap shut while I take off my robes.
Well, it's that time again to give one of our fans the rude awakening.
Not in this crowd, bro. Phil, do you know who that was? Do you know whose promo we were doing by any chance?
Is that a WWE thing?
It was a WWF Ravishing.
Yeah, it was still F back in the times.
Still F.
Okay.
Ravishing Rick Rude. He had the world's greatest caterpillar on his lip, and he eventually got tights that had his face, and he would flex his muscles in his buttocks to go like this to make his face move eventually. And he did this famous promo in Huntsville, Georgia, and he would usually do something called the what was it called? The Rude Awakening, where that was his fishing off move, but he also go into the crowd and like kiss a lady in the crowd.
Yeah,
like
you pick like a lady out of the crowd and bring her up.
And she'd like fake pass out. So he went to Huntsville and he just like insulted the crowd. He insulted the crowd for like 2 minutes, got up, finished the match. The match was shorter than the promo. And then at the end of the promo, it just was like Bobby Heenan goes like, "Hey, it's time for you to find a lucky lady in the crowd," and give him the rude awakening. He's like, "Not in this crowd, bro. I'm out of here." And then Jesse Ventura says some stuff in that clip. If you guys should check it back out, because Jesse Ventura says some stuff in that clip that like no way you could get away with today. Like he's like, all these heifers and ugly people, blah, 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 blah. I'm not gonna say it all. You guys watch it there. Hey, we're gonna say what's up to everybody in the chat. Astro Wizard, good to see you. First one in today. Yeah. Right over there we go. Repair Tech Tony, what's going on? Joe, happy hump day and third in the chat. Great to see you. Obi, welcome. We'll get to the rest of you later. Let's start it off. We have a guest today from Vintage Comics and Toys. We have Phil. Phil will be joining us. Phil, what's going on?
Not much. Happy to be here, folks. Holiday push right now. Selling Star Wars figures on the site,
Nice.
Getting ready for Star Wars week on Whatnot in a week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Gonna have that Ben C's gonna have that Star Wars that variant, that Whatnot variant.
The Crimson Rain one, right?
Yeah. That went on sale today, right? The 150 is doing pretty good today, looks like. So exciting stuff for Star Wars, man. Yeah.
Good stuff. Hey, Ed, good to say thank you again. Always great to hear you say hi for the algorithm. Eric, good to see you. Listen, hey, this is it. You guys are wondering why we're doing Hulk versus Silk today.
Silk.
We got 2 requests for this as our matchup this week. But then we did a poll. Pete, what was our poll? What were the options in our poll? Lopez, what's going on?
It was totally awesome Hulk, Silk, or neither. They're both bums.
Yeah, and guess what's winning?
Yeah, bums is winning.
They're both bums. Why do you guys ask us to do these things and they call them bums? I don't get it.
I'm double checking the final count of where I was.
Is it the final count going into there? I don't know.
No.
What?
Hey, Silk came out on top.
Silk so far is up top. So if you haven't voted, go vote. Stay here, but then go vote later.
41%.
Nice. There you go. Okay. Double J's, good to see you. Pete, do we have something called the news?
We do. Let's
get into it.
Get to my tiny little intro. I still got to do one for JJ's news portion. I'll get that.
Any
vintage collection, Phil? Phil, you guys selling any vintage collection over there? Do you know by any chance? Or you got any village?
Check out the Star Wars sale. Action figures?
Yeah, action figures. Because we were talking about a little bit on the Star Wars show.
A little bit. We got a little bit on the site. Just a little bit.
Are you guys going to do? Are you going to put up any of the power stuff? Or are you guys? I mean, I don't. Asher, are you asking powers? Or are you asking like way back, like
way back,
original Kenner, Empire, Hope, and Jedi, 80s, 79?
Well, he's going to be on a lag, so while he does that,
I know. We'll see. All right. Yeah. What do we got for news, Pete? JJ, we will not reveal who asked for this matchup. We will not do that.
I don't even remember who asked for this matchup.
I don't either, but we wouldn't reveal who did either, especially how the poll turned out. Okay, go ahead, Pete.
Well, I also thought we wanted to go for something that's a little more even, so I don't know. But I tried to go light with the news this week, just because we always run long doing the news. But I also snuck a little trailer section in, and I kind of spun off the video games a little bit this week.
All right, Eric, what's going on?
So we'll start off with a very quick box office report because it was kind of crappy last week. So just keeping that in mind. And Kanto leads another quiet box office session.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah, it's only 13 million it made. Like that was number one last week.
Did you watch this?
Tiny. No, I haven't even seen commercials for this. Like my son wasn't even bugging me. Like, oh,
that's what I'm saying with the kid or nothing. No,
no, nothing. Ghostbusters still number 2, but yeah, just nothing too exciting as far as box office goes. I mean, Eternals is still limping along.
I'm surprised House of Gucci is not that great
because it's free, isn't it? I think it's out. It's free somewhere. Is it on HBO? No, is it on HBO? Not. Maybe not. I feel like it was one of the free ones because that's hurt like a lot. Like Dune, I think was kind of killed by it being free, and that's what's going to kill The Matrix, which we'll get to a little bit later. But well, it's going to be free. Why are you going to go pay when you can watch it for free if you already have HBO?
Who would want to watch it? Okay, let's go. Eternals still making $4 million. Good stuff. Ghostbusters doing good.
I think it crossed 100. Yeah, it's not too bad for like a couple of weeks. But I don't know. Like Feige was just talking a little bit about the other, other characters showing up because by now everybody knows we're seeing Charlie Cox like showing up. So.
Yeah. Phil, who's your favorite in this group?
Oh man, you're gonna hate me, but I like that Jessica Jones, yo.
No, hey, the purple man. I think that's the best. That's the best job she's ever done as an actress or actor before. I just I thought most, like when I think about characters that represented most the comic, because I kind of love Marvel, so I thought Luke Cage, even when they did the Power Man suit push-up, like when they gave him the dress at one point for that, I thought the Luke Cage character, the guy who played Luke Cage, I hope they bring him back, because I thought he was the truest to the... Who?
And that's his name, Michael Coulter.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was the truest to it, so... they could probably recast Iron Fist, but now what's he gonna do with that tattoo? That kind of sucks. You got that tattoo, and now you gotta get recast.
He got better in the second season, but
he didn't get any better.
Yeah,
he got no better.
At this point, there's no.
I think the writing got a little bit better, and they brought in I think who was good was Wig and the Daughters of the Dragon.
Oh, I know.
And I think that's what made that second season. Like they better bring those two back because they were really good. To be honest, a lot of them were good. Even though Punisher wasn't the Punisher that I kind of wanted, maybe because I wanted like a little bit more. I actually wanted Bullseye to be, but whatever. It was okay, and also too, I just couldn't stop seeing Shane. Right, like, you get that problem. That was too close to like Shane. So like, well, because he was a guy, but yeah. I
like Jessica Henwick, and you were making fun of me last week when I had the blue hair picture when she decided to do the Matrix instead of taking a Marvel role in Shang-Chi, but I liked her. I thought she was a good Colleen Wing.
Yes, I agree. No, well, I also think it's a mistake. Yes, I think it's what she did was a huge mistake. If Marvel comes knocking at your door, you say, yes, I'll take four different four spot contract. And yes, I'll take all your money and I'll take points. Thank you very much. Because now they're giving points after the Black Widow thing. So what are you dumb? No, go. WB's doing great.
Well, maybe she's Dr. Afro.
Oh yeah, Phil likes her. Wants her as Afro.
Oh yeah, that's fine too. But that's fine too. But like, okay, I mean, I'm not an actor by any stretch of the imagination. But let me tell you this: if Disney comes knocking at my door or WB comes knocking on my door, I'm too old to try to save companies anymore. I'm gonna go the one that's gonna give me points. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Very true.
I did not like Iron Fist. I just thought he was a bad actor, Tony. I mean, not a bad.
What do you two think of the MODOK rumors today that it's not going to be? Well, I think Jim Carrey was a long shot anyway, but that they're just going to reuse, Corey Stoll to now repurpose him as MODOK. I don't know.
So we're gonna get the original assassin MODOK, not the funny robot chicken MODOK. Is that what we're getting now?
I guess. I don't know. They'll probably change it even more for all I know, but I thought he was going to come back as Yellow Jacket again, but I don't know. This is the rumor today.
Did you watch go ahead, Phil? Sorry.
I mean, is he going to be the floating head? Do you want him as a floating head? I mean,
Why do MODOK if he's not going to be a floating head?
yeah. I mean, I just can't imagine. I didn't think he was that funny in that Ant-Man movie. He's a little bit of a jerk in it. I mean, he played the role.
Oh, was
I
the
mean,
bat? Yeah,
the
yeah.
believable jerk.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, are we going to use pre-assassin MODOK, like pre the comic book mini assassin / robot chicken or whatever the heck MODOK? Are we going to use the one where he's sarcastic, but he's also kind of like he's an assassin, like a devilish assassin? Or are we going to go Deadpool thing that failed on Hulu? You know what I mean? MODOK. Like, which MODOK are we getting? And if we do that, then yeah, I don't care if they take that ugly face and make it even uglier and give him huge bushy eyebrows. Like, you're going to have to put him, as long, you're going to have to put him, extend his face anyhow. He's going to get makeup.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Which is why I think a Jim Carrey could have sold it as silly as a giant floating head would be. I think people would suspend their disbelief enough to watch Jim Carrey do something like that. But I don't know if they're going to let him have the same leeway if he's just a big head floating around. I think it's going to be a meme and it's going to be a joke that people won't let go.
Zag, we got it already. It failed. Does anybody think that the Hulu MODOK was a success?
Oh, me.
No, I mean, you liked it. No, I mean, I know you liked it, but what I'm saying is like,
they're not going to make more.
What I'm saying is, are they going to make more? Was it a commercial success? Like, Marvel's looking for commercial successes, and I'm not quite sure Hulu's going to give you the commercial success.
Well, they hope they do.
I mean, I liked it. I'm not knocking the assassin, MODOK assassin, like that mini part, you know what I mean? The robot chicken thing. Like, I like that. Like, I thought it was funny. It's catchy. Like, I definitely bought the mini and read the mini, but I also love minis. I'm just saying, like, I think for the mainstream, that didn't catch on. I think they're going to go back. If they're using this actor, I think everybody thinks like, oh, Jim Carrey. Oh, it's going to be funny. It's going to be a takeoff. No, I don't think that. I think they're going back to the original MODOK. Like, it's, like, oh, sure, some bad kind of stuff happens to him, but it's not like, it's not Deadpoolish. You know what I mean? It's not that like slapsticky. You know what I mean? Like, don't you think? Like, that's why they're not using a comedian actor. They're using like a
He's done comedy. This guy.
But he's not funny.
No, I don't think they're going to go that kind of funny anyway. That wouldn't play live action the same way it does in little claymation.
Yeah. I think they're going to go.
I didn't even think Jim Carrey would have been like a jokester. I didn't think that's where they were going to go with it. I just think Jim Carrey will just put himself into it and just be as over the top, whatever direction it has to be. So it doesn't have to be funny. It just might be odd and weird.
Who was that guy on HBO? He had the show. His name was Kevin, and they got canceled because I think he had like there's some show. It was like on HBO. He was in what else? Oh, he was in the Limp, Kaiser Sose.
Oh, Kevin. Oh no, it was House of Cards was on Netflix.
House of Cards. So this guy was in House of Cards. Do you remember? Did anybody watch that?
I didn't really watch House of Cards.
He was creepy in House of Cards. Like, he was like sadistic creepy, and I think that's why I maybe pictured that might be what the thing they're going for, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta think that MODOK is like in himself like one of the worst villains, right? But you're always cheering for the dude if you're reading the comics, right? So it's like, yeah, I mean, if they specifically picked him, then they see something in him that he's going to be able to do it for a while. You know what I'm saying? So
maybe.
I mean, look at him. He doesn't look like he aged. Like, this guy, he's got a nice bald head, and he's got nice features.
Just slide him right in.
I mean, I think he I mean,
he has a bushy eyebrows.
Dude, he'd do all right, I think.
I guess. I mean, I think you have to give him some bushy eyebrows and make him look. Like I said, I think you have to go a little bit more of the pre-mini portion with him. But and also too, what was it when Hank went to ask advice for that? Was that when he was part of Sword? Was that during Invasions?
What are you talking about?
When they got like MODOK, in the comics he got MODOK, he got who else did he get? He got Dark Beast. He got them all because it was right around the time of House of M, right? Because they were trying to figure out why mutants were dying off and if they could bring them back.
Oh, when they got all the scientists, I guess.
Yeah, and that was right before they turned MODOK kind of silly. So maybe that's what they're doing with the Secret Invasions coming in. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe they're gonna do that.
I like to say, big picture. I mean, like, for all those people that say like, oh yeah, because this character, if it's received well in an anime, they could be in live action, and like, holy crap, same year, MODOK was in Claymation and then
Yeah.
now casted, right? Like this is like a speculator's dream, right?
But is this like
seriously?
But is this kind of like when they do a Legos version of something and then they like do the real version of it? You know what I mean? Like, because the Legos a shit on, right? Like it's a whole shoot. They just make fun of it, and then when the characters come over, it's like, I mean, if you know Star Wars always does this shit. Like they do the Legos, the little Yoda's Chronicle. They did all that little shit. That was just a shit on Star Wars. It was like making fun of Star Wars, but none of it's canon. Like they even did Freemakers. And Freemakers got too funny, and then they had to change the characters around, and they pretty much made him the graph. So, yeah. All right.
Well, speaking of Star Wars.
Yeah, he would have been.
Going back, Patty Jenkins might be back for Rogue Squadron.
Jesus.
It's not dead.
Sure.
Sure,
why not?
No. Please just get rid of that. Nobody wants to see this, though. I mean, like, everybody's like, yeah, we like Top Gun. Top Gun and Star Wars. No, do you know what that means? Like, just think about what that means. That means they're just going to have people you don't know flying around in space going, hey, you're not going to be able to drool over Val Kilmer playing beach volleyball against short Tom Cruise. And somehow Cruise doing a good job. There's going to be no backwards hand slaps going on. You know what I mean? It's literally going to be guys and girls going around like the video game. And the video game's fun, but you're not going to be able to control shooting people down in space. So, I mean, read the comics. The Rogue One portions of it are not good. Like, that's what killed that Star Wars book. They use this method. We've seen this happen. Please just move on. Give us some more bounty hunters, some more good stuff that we want. I mean, I don't know.
We'll see.
Hopefully we won't.
Was it like a Super Bowl commercial when what was
she
the
did
big
that walking?
announcement?
That was like last year around the last time where they had the Disney Plus kind of day. She walked out onto a kayak and said, like, this has been my dream in a jumpsuit. And it was her going to an X-Wing. And she goes, it's like Top Gun, but Star Wars style. And you're like, and people are like, great, let's go grab the Rogue One books. I was like, slow down. Did you hear what she just said? This isn't going to be good. And, well, I hope you sold those books, I guess.
Well,
give us Alphabet Squad. That would be cool. If they give us Alphabet Squad, that would be cool. Yes, I agree.
So like in Star Wars Clone Wars season 7, right? When you had Ahsoka jumping from ship to ship, and like we kind of like saw like a lot of like good shots, right? Like,
that's more the Jedi stuff. We probably won't.
Yeah, but I mean, I felt like there was some feel, within the cockpit.
We're just gonna get like Poe Dameron flying around, just shooting everybody
and
around,
talking and trying to make jokes, which won't work well.
Or maybe I was confused. Maybe it was the Mandalorian where we saw some of that, some action.
You did
in the cockpit.
You did. You saw some action in the cockpit. Yes, yeah. You did with Mandalorian when he was going in a couple of fighting scenes, which was good. But that was like 2 to 3 minute blocks and coming back. Like I said, Double J's down here. JJ's got a good point. If you do that as Alphabet Squad, because of the history of that and like the writing in the back and forth, which is already canon, and the storylines of how they actually not only just a flying elite squad, but they have other like secret spy type stuff. That's cool. But Rogue Squadron as a historical whole is literally like, okay, guys, let's go into space and fly around for a bit, patrol, and then try to shoot down something, and then we'll blow up. I mean, like, that's not like, it's a great video game because you get to blow shit up, but like,
there's no story. Well, we'll have to see. They have to have some sort of story. I don't think they'll just make
it's gonna be like
to make it.
Hey, I love you, squad, Red 1 Squadron. I love you. Hey, cool, Gold Squadron 1. I love you too. Oh, Gold Squadron 1 blew up. Nah. Okay, next one. I mean, that's what they're gonna do.
I'm sure they won't just put out trash.
Bet.
All right, we'll see.
Hopefully, it's canceled.
Yeah, well, they got to start making it first.
Here we go. Yeah. Well, they all die. They all do die.
Like Porkins.
Yeah, you could do it as that. You could do it as a show. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, got some shots of The Rock. I don't know. I'll probably go see it. I like Shazam.
Zaggy
looks pretty serious.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a cool
character is.
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah, I think they're doing a good job with it. Zaggy, come on, man. Already?
Well,
Lego Movie 2 wasn't good. Get out of here. Yeah. He's always got the jokes. All right. I like this. Do you like this?
I mean, curious.
It's on point with character, right? It's looking good. Did they finally make one?
Well, they're
Have
making
they
it
finally
now.
got? No, I mean, like, have they no? Have they? They haven't made one yet. Have they? Not since Batman '89. Have they? Are they making? Yeah,
A good movie.
This looks like it's on the right track.
I've liked a couple of the DC movies.
Yeah,
The first Wonder Woman wasn't bad.
yeah.
I liked Shazam, the first Shazam movie. It wasn't perfect, but
No, it was
It was-
okay.
it was better than a lot of what they've done.
Well, I like the second,
And I like the Suicide Squad.
I'm not saying that these haven't been okay or okay to good. I'm just saying they haven't like hit it. You know what I mean?
No,
they haven't hit it all
they
around.
haven't.
Well, I mean, I'm just curious about the supporting cast. Like,
Yeah,
there's
there's that.
Brosnan. I mean, like, I don't know. Are these characters going to pop? I mean, Doctor Fate, is that going to pop? Are we going to
I
get
don't know.
Justice League Dark here? I don't know. You know.
Well, see, here's the thing: DC heads already have all this,
Yeah.
and they've been collecting it for years. The question isn't off the first book. If this is the first movie, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this is the first home run, right? Like, if this is the first home run that DC has in this new era of cinematic where we're hitting home runs on stuff, then it's not going to be this movie that hits. It's going to be the next one that does. Because if they win off this, like Wonder Woman was kind of an almost win, but it wasn't a win. You know, it wasn't like a walk off. If they walk off with this, it's not going to be the first movie that it's not going to be the first round of characters that walk off with it. It's going to be the second one. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how it's always gone. So,
And we're going to get Batman before this movie, right?
yeah. Yes.
Pattinson one.
I still think
Okay, we need
I
that
still
a
think
win for
Pattinson's gonna
that,
do a good
and then
job.
If we get a win
Yeah.
for that, if that
Yeah.
Patterson one, which I don't know, Patterson's the sparkly kid, right? Yeah. So if we get that,
Twilight out of it.
if that hits a home run, like if we get a walk off with that, right, we're good. Then this thing, then this is going to be like you'll just
This could be their big hit.
You'll see that the minute that Batman hit, like if it hits and it's a huge success, the minute that happens, you will start to see these books dry up because the guys that aren't ahead of it already or just don't think that it's enough. Like everybody's got a little bit of a stock of this, but the guys that don't have enough will go out there and start going, damn, because they'll start hearing in the hangouts and everything else, and people will start having faith in DC.
Well, this is a tough character too, though. I mean, first appearance is in the Golden Age, and then you're gonna start arguing over.
Yeah,
well,
but
no.
Yeah. But then you'll start doing that stupid shit like the variants. It'll start showing up on like fucking top 10 lists and variant lists and all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that stuff will start going. You know what
He's
I
a couple
Well,
good.
then
There.
we got the McFarlane figures too. You know, I mean that's
mean?
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, well, that's the last movie bit I got. Quick shift to TV. I don't even remember this character, Blue Hawk, from The Boys, but apparently this guy is Blue Hawk. I don't know. Okay. But
Easy answer here to Lopez real quickly with the home runs for Star Wars. Had Rogue One and then came back and hit it eventually with Mandalorian. So that was your walk-off. Your walk-off was Rogue One. Your next hit was Mandalorian. And tell me that didn't help the market out because that shit's crazy.
I mean the other way. You got to get a hit first, and then
Yeah, you had a home run for it. No, Rogue One was a home run. It was a walk-off home run.
Oh,
that Darth Vader
yeah.
scene was unbelievably a walk-off home
Oh,
run.
it was. It was good.
So it set down the
I thought what you're saying though is you need to get that guy on base. So then,
well,
you
yeah,
can
whatever. My point is like if you
figure out the analogy.
the first, walk-off home run, you go up to bat, you boom, you hit it, you hit the home run, you walk
But
around
then there
the
is no
bases, you walk
second
the
movie
fuck off.
after that. That's what I'm saying. Once you get the walk off, there's no second movie.
Yeah,
Game's
right.
over.
Second movie after I said you get the walk off first. Next time you're up to bat, everybody's cheering you. You're like you're fucking.
But there is no more at bat. If it's a walk off,
There is the next game. The season's not over. It's not the fucking World Series, bro. It's not the. We're not in the 7-game World Series. Did anybody say seven? Anybody say 7-game World Series?
I'm saying a walk off in a regular game. It's
There's
over.
140 bleeping games in baseball, bro. Not including playoffs. It's not. What do you mean? What do you mean? You go.
No,
out
I'm
to
saying a
it could be a
walk-off,
doubleheader.
The game is over.
That game's over, but yes,
Yeah.
the Batman game's over, but then you come in, the team's not over. The team's still going. It's just giving prestige to the team is what I was saying. Phil caught it. Phil's like, yeah, Batman's going to be the walk-off, and then you get the thing with...
Yeah, he was just being nice.
You gotta get some momentum. We need some momentum. Yeah.
That's what, yeah,
Yeah.
Phil, momentum.
That's what I thought you were getting more
Momentum.
to.
Momentum.
Yeah,
That's
he knows
how
what I was saying.
I was taking it as more as the momentum. Like you need that first hit to start giving you a positive vibes, positive momentum. And then
Nobody
the
gives a
next
shit
movie,
if somebody's on first
everybody
base.
is more open.
Nobody
and
comes to watch.
receptive.
People watch Barry Bonds because he's hitting walk-off home runs, and then they come out the next week for that shit.
No,
They don't-
but that's not what I'm saying. I thought you were saying with DC, everybody's down on DC, so you need that first kind of hit to open the
Guys,
door, so they're more receptive. And the next movie,
Yo.
can blow up and be huge.
Point being, Phil, please say what you said again. You need momentum. Okay, done.
So basically, it's like, okay, like for DC, Marco's analogy is basically like this, and I see it like for DC, there's been so much negativity, right? It needs a fucking walk-off grand slam game winner, and then let's see if we could win the fucking series. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, you need to come back, and it's to come back and pump up, and then the next.
I was taking it as a one-game analogy.
No, like Shazam would have done a lot better if they had something ahead of it that was like a great hit, and not like okay, we had a little pitching battle here, we got some doubles or we got a couple triples or whatever. Like you just walked out bombing,
right?
But you know what? I think for DC, it's like, okay, so like Justice League was supposed to be the home run, right? And then and then it just sucked, right? So I mean, right now we actually cannot see the path for DC Spec right now. It's like what we got: Batman, Black Adam, right? And then fucking,
you got a little Aquaman shit. You got some.
You know, I mean, we got
they get into it. Well.
If
you get flat, so there's a couple roads that this could take. Yeah, there's a couple roads this can take. They're getting two shots at it. You can hit with Batman, or you can hit with the Flash movie. If you hit with the Flash movie, it's actually a little bit more important because that's the Rogue One. Like that's crazy that you're gonna hit with something that's not Batman, right? Like if that happens, like game over.
And it also opens up your multiverse kind of.
That's what I'm saying. You get the expansion, you get the whole thing, right? But Shazam home run. Shazam was not a home run. First Wonder Woman was not a home run. It was a great movie.
As we continue to pontificate about DC's chances, let's get rid of the boys. Then.
Get rid of the
boys. Go
boys.
back to DC because Penguin's getting his show. It is official. Rumor no more. Penguin's getting his HBO Max show following this movie. So
Tony, if you're in the band, you were in the band. You were cheering on the sports. You should get some of these analogies. See, this is MODOK. You could do this. MODOK. There we go. I was waiting for this. Yeah, you can make him look like that. What the heck?
Colin Farrell.
What Penguins do we need? You know, I don't know.
I don't know. You're gonna get like a mobster type story. Maybe it's gonna be The Sopranos in the DC universe.
I mean. He definitely looks like he could beat up Sparkles. So
we'll see. I have faith in Colin Farrell. I like Colin Farrell.
Man, I think
I was watching In Bruges today. So
well, that's fancy.
Well, it's a good movie. You should check it out if you haven't seen it.
Respectfully disagree. That's cool, Lopez.
We will pause the news for a second to sneak in this little segment. We're going to just do a little bit of trailer talk. Kind of related
Cool, Marv. All right. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
It's all right. Just, there's been a few trailers released this week. So we're just going to give little reactions to what we think.
Awesome.
First one, I guess, being today. I know we'd like to save it for Sunday, but it happened today. So
we'll keep it short, but yeah.
Exactly.
We'll break it down a little more.
Got a little more, right? A little bit more of a taste of what we might get.
I thought it was decent. Like it's on the right path, right? Like it's close. It's close. Once again, I do think it's going to be more of that mobster mentality type movie. We're going to get more of that than
underworld crime.
Underworld crime. Because I think some people thought it was going to be a bounty hunter movie, and I really don't think that's the breakdown we're getting. I think we're really getting the underworld crime movie, or TV show. So I think that'll be fun. There's some definitely things. There's a couple of Easter eggs. Maybe there's a general question on a ship I have that we might answer on Sunday, or maybe we won't.
And they didn't spoil any draft picks for our game, really. They didn't show any other characters.
Maybe.
That's
maybe somebody's stock's going to go up. Were we drafting this week?
No,
we're picking who's drafting with us this week. Okay, cool. Make sure you check out the Star Wars show on Sunday, where we do the draft pick thing and everything else. Okay. What else we got?
We had Miles.
Did you like it? Did you like it, Phil? Did you like the little teaser?
I haven't seen today's teaser.
Well, it's not very long. It's short. Okay. It is by definition. It really is a teaser. It's
a teaser.
More
like
a minute. More Hammerhead. More Hammerhead.
No. There's a couple new shots. It's probably the first 2 or 3 episodes. You could go back to that, Pete, real quickly. This is what I'm going back to wonder though if they really did screw us. If they really did screw us on Disney Plus Day and just were like for releasing stuff early, you guys are screwed because they have
Yeah.
now given out a longer trailer and this little sizzler within a 2-week span. Like, not usually how it happens, because that means they've got one more trailer coming out in 2 weeks. Watch it, 2 weeks coming out probably, because it's right before, right? They have one the week before.
Yeah, it would be a week before. Yeah,
the week before. They have one right out the week before. Yeah, it's going to be just a little bit. It's going to be a combination of this sizzle trailer, the original trailer we saw, and then they're going to add like 5 or 6 more things into it. And bada boom, bada bing. There we go. What's going on, Michael? All right. Next up.
Yeah, they might tease something. I don't know, but yeah, it's a very short one, Phil.
It's good though. It looks cool.
Didn't give you much.
Like yeah.
This little preview thing I thought gave you a little bit more with the almost give you like a whole little scene with the Gwen showing back up, and you could see they grow up. They are a little aged a little bit, like they're a little older, and we get $20.99.
Yeah, I thought it was cute. The whole the shy thing about it. And she looks it up. That's funny. It looks like they kept in that good play between the characters. The only question I had was, is this a dupe on the on his watch, right? It says 928, so you're thinking like, where is he taking him out to like universe 938, 928, somewhere around there, where you're like, why would they take him there? Not really Spider-Man heavy, more Doctor Doom-ish. You know what I mean? Doctor Doom becomes the Sorcerer Supreme, I think, in that one. Somewhere around there. Somewhere in that 9s, that 9, 8, something, 9 something 8.
I have no idea where you're going.
Doc Doom becomes like Sorcerer Supreme. So, I mean, I know everybody, I think, is anybody surprised we're getting O'Hare? This is the biggest thing. Who's surprised we're getting O'Hare? Raise your hand. Chat. Anybody in the chat?
They teased him at the end.
Yeah, they teased him at that. So why was everybody like, ooh, oh man, glad. Oh yeah, got to go out and get this book. Like, bro, you didn't know to get that like a year ago? 2 years
They were just reminded to go do it again. People forget.
Yep.
They got to go. It's like goldfish brains. It's just like, oh.
I don't understand. Did you guys read this when it came out? 2099. They had the. You guys, obviously, the chat knows I'm always picking those books up. So I liked it. I liked the X-Men version. I liked what's his name? Ravage. Yeah. The Punisher wasn't bad. I would actually say that O'Hare started off good. Then they did that time slip thing, the time stream thing, which was and then
I don't know. And then 2099 never really grabbed me all that much.
Yeah. The Doom in 2099 was dope though. It was dope. So
like the shiny cover.
But I wonder, now that I think about it, now that I'm talking about it, think about that. Think if and he's going to hit up, think if the connection is they're looking 938 because that's the one where Doom took over. And if you know 2099, guess who's in charge of like his whole like the world in 2099? Doom. He's like King Doom. So maybe it is. I doubt it is.
This is gonna be a bit part because you even saw that he's going through looks like different animation.
Yeah, but you got to have a bad guy. Remember, we had Kingpin like kill and break the head open of, was it Peter Parker in the first one?
Yeah.
And they're going to a planet that looks like very futuristic, which could be 2099. So who's the villain going to be?
Around.
Well, who's the villain going to be then?
That's almost secondary.
They tease it right in the last movie. So, and then I don't know. It kind of makes you curious. Are they actually fighting, or is he trying to rescue him, Miguel? And he's kind of big too.
It could be one of those. Yeah, he is a little big in that.
I mean, maybe it's Venom 2099. I don't know. Who knows?
He's got a little. Well,
he's got his size, his frame.
He does. Size and frame did look different.
But I mean, I don't know. And look at the claws on him right here. I mean, it looks like he's a threat. True. You know,
they're supposed to cross with the real world. They always kind of do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the last one was all these other characters coming to his universe. Now it's his turn to go out, and it's almost like Rush Hour. We're going to switch it.
Did you guys catch the Indian characters in this little?
Yeah. They had the print of the Spider-Man India in it.
Oh yeah. So Spider-Man India. That's probably an interesting book.
We talked. Go back a couple weeks, guys. If you guys missed it.
We did all the Spider-Man characters.
Spider-Man characters that we think is going to be in the Spider-Man verse movie, and Indian Spider-Man was one of them. So,
yeah, we'll see.
I thought it was supposed to be crossover with Roll. Okay, oh maybe. Good stuff, Joe. All right. Yeah,
we also got.
I liked it.
Another Kingsman. Moving on because we're dragging through the news pretty. Going slow again. We always go too slow through the news.
It's all right. People like the news. Kingsman trailer. If you didn't see this, it was good. It really is good. I like the Kingsman trailer. I know you're a fan of. Are you a fan of the series, Pete?
Yeah, I like it.
Does Guy Ritchie do this? Because it's very Guy Ritchie-esque.
No, this is Vaughn.
Either way, good stuff. Check out the trailer. Check out the rest of them.
Matthew Vaughn. He did the X-Men First Class.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he
Pretty
did a
sure
better
it's
job
Matthew
with this. I'll tell you that.
But another character, another actor from In Bruges, Ray Fiennes. Again. Let's go watch
Bless
it.
you.
All right. I don't know. We'll just keep moving then. We're going to go to everyone's favorite. Can't wait. Matrix 4.
Jesus.
Been waiting.
Washed Matrix 4. Hey, listen, for
Like
all you
20 years
fans. For all you
20
fans.
years
What do you mean?
when they
20 years?
finished.
Yeah, it was 99 when it first
99,
started,
and
right?
then they did the 2 back-to-back like a couple of years later.
This, unfortunately, did you watch this trailer? The new one?
The newest one? I think so.
Yeah.
But then again,
This reminds me of what they did with The Force Awakens, where they tried to do like, no, this is really the Star Wars of your childhood. Yeah, it really is. And it's just a dump on the screen. And that's what I feel with this. It seems like it's going to be a dump on the screen. So good luck with that.
Save that for when Ruben's on. You can keep your new trilogy.
Oh no, I'm
trilogy
just saying it's the same style. You know, it's going to be great. There's going to be a bunch of people that love it because they're going to be like, yes, this is what Matrix. You know, like in '99. You know, they were like they hit the freshman dorms, and there's like, you know, everybody's, you know, they even, you know, they're, yeah, a little bit, and you know, whatever they're doing, and they're a little like this, and then like that one kid comes in and he's never been popular in his life, and he's like, oh yeah, the Matrix, I can exactly explain to you what that is. That's right, and then like everybody's like, wow, my man, yeah, dude, that's really cool. So he's gonna relive that feeling because he's gonna explain to everybody what this is, because it's the exact same thing as one, just done worse with better graphics, and so that person's gonna love it. That person as a genre is gonna love it, and everybody else is gonna be like, wow, this is washed as shit.
That was a long analogy to get to that point.
It's what it is, dude. Who watched this trailer? Like, that's what this trailer was. I mean, come on. We know what they're doing here. I'm not wasting my money. And I think we get to see it free on HBO.
You do get to see it for free.
So would you guys watch this sequel, right? The sequel that no one wanted, right? So would you rather watch this or Avatar? Let me know.
Ooh.
In the chat too. In the chat.
Ooh, this or Avatar?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Because this is not a movie that we needed, I think. You know? Just leave it as is. You know?
No, yeah. I mean, they saw the decline.
If I'm given that kind of option, well, then maybe.
Yeah,
I would
Avatar
watch the new remastered version of the first.
I still don't understand why they haven't set the Avatar park on fire in Disney World. So, like, I guess that's my answer. Maybe I can just like play John Wick in the background while this movie's playing and just hear the action parts of John Wick go on and think like maybe I'm watching a better movie than it is. I don't know. Can I just poke out my eyes and laugh there? That's a good question. Nobody's taking you seriously, Phil. Like at this point. Okay, somebody answer the question.
Go ahead, Pete.
No, I'm not. No, you go ahead, Phil. He's saying the chat's got to go ahead. Somebody answer your question.
I think that, honestly, for either movie, like, I think I'd rather watch The Matrix because these like Avatar and The Matrix were just visually eye stunning, right?
Yes,
agreed.
agreed.
And it captivated you with the story and moved you with the story. I don't know. I really think that now, like I want something that's bedazzles me, right? And then maybe a little bit buy-in of the story. I don't really need too much for the story. I just want to see something I've never seen before. It's some great action. And whoever has the best of that, who has a better chance, I'd go with that. So I'd go with The Matrix.
So Eric's going with Cameron over
the
Wachowskis, yeah. And then
I don't know, because I'll take a little bit of violence and blood over watching Pocahontas again.
Yeah, but did you watch this?
How are you going to sequelize that?
This trailer, except for what's his name being Morbius, this trailer is like exactly like they're doing the pill thing. They're like, yeah, you can
I'll rewatch. Oh my God,
that. It's so bad. It is so bad. I was just like, no, please don't do it. But then you're right.
Choice, I'd watch this over whatever the Avatar sequel is going to be right now.
Phil, time out. No, I have a caveat for your question. Is Avatar 2 going to be 4 hours long, or are we going to get like a shorted version, like a hour and 20 minutes of Avatar?
Dude, I thought we were gonna get like a fucking like double trilogies of the fucking Avatar.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting like
I mean, Cameron's been
epic
writing
chapters.
this whole time. He's been.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if we get an hour or 20 and it's just cinematically beautiful,
It's not going to be an hour 20. They don't make hour 20 anymore.
If it's the Snyder cut, go fuck yourself. I'll watch this because it'll be shorter. That's the only reason.
Movies are like
trash.
2:15 like minimum these days. Otherwise, you can't.
Yeah, well, that's because they leave scenes in the background and shit like that. But what I'm saying,
even Spider-Man, I think, is supposed to be like 2.5 or something.
Which one? No Way Home or the Ultimate?
No Way Home coming up. I think it's supposed to be long.
That's gonna be tough then. But
they want people to feel like they got their money's worth going to a theater.
They're not doing 3. Everybody, stop. Cameron's gonna die before he gets 3. How long's it been since he?
But that's supposedly what he's been doing.
Okay, and they're supposedly going to end. What's his name's going to write the last book?
This is a George R. Martin not writing his book situation. Yeah. I feel Cameron is actually doing something.
No, I do. I figure he's waiting. He's like Lucas waiting for new technology, and then you get like episode 1, and you're like, "What the fuck is this? Please, no more." Like, you know what I mean?
The new technology. They got the Mando screen background. They don't have to do a lot of work.
Do you know like how much drugs he does? So like what he sees in his head and how realistic that looks, he needs that technology, and that it's not happening. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Cameron's doing too much drugs, but yes, I'm saying like he's doing. Yeah, no, but you know what I mean? Like the trippy stuff that they want, like you just can't. It's just not even the newer stuff isn't made. The Mando stuff isn't. The technology is new because it's faster to get done what you use.
Faster and cheaper. It's faster and cheaper,
but it's not like they're creating new inlays. Like the voiceover stuff has already happened where you could put because they did it with Tarkin, so it's cheaper and easier to do that stuff. But they're not coming up with new ways to do things. It's just you see what I'm saying? Like there's no.
I understand what you're saying, and I love Cameron. I love Aliens. I love Terminator. I'm a big James Cameron fan. Up until Avatar, when he and his 3D technology had to ruin every other movie we've had the last 10, 15 years because they had to 3D every movie. Whether it needed it or not, every movie's got to be in 3D now because of Avatar. That's why I have my gripe against Avatar, apart from it just being Pocahontas told again with blue aliens and
cover lover comics. Good. I'm glad you're dying with laughter. You're welcome. And yeah, everybody in the chat's really killing it right now. No, I get what you're saying, but like I enjoyed the technology when it came out, right? What year was that again? Was that 2000 and I might have been on some shit though. So
Did
like
we
I
have
can't
to watch that in 3D glasses? I forgot.
Yeah. That was like the big thing was 3. That's what started this whole 3D nonsense. It was Avatar, because you got to see like the little wispy things flying and floating. Oh, they're landing on him. Like, oh, look.
Yeah, but they weren't the paper one. Remember, it was the first time they were giving you like legit washable 3D glasses. You had to put them in the container.
Yeah,
and
I know. But then they started saying, you know what? Let's make the next Clash of the Titans movie 3D. Why? I don't know. Because everything.
I mean, that's
3D.
just stupid. But when this came out, it was good. But the gimmick's done, right? That's what I'm kind of saying. Like, Cameron
still do it.
Yeah, but the reason why it was Avatar wasn't bad cinematically as far as visuals, right? That's all it had. Will anybody argue that that's what it had going for it was visuals?
Yes.
The rest of it, dog shit. Yeah.
I don't even say dog. I mean, like I said, it's
dog shit.
It just wasn't new. Enough. It was a rehashed story.
Shit of dog. Yes. Okay. Cool. So, but with that being said, at least he did something new. There's nothing new for him to do now. Like, what are you going to do? Put it
going underwater. He's mixing his Titanic love with.
Is it going to be like Oklahoma?
Where going to be fish blue people or something?
Right. But what I'm saying is like, unless like out of 3D they do projectors in the thing where like you're sitting there and you're watching it and all of a sudden it's playing in front of you. Like we're doing like what was the one with?
It's going to be like a 4D theater. They're going to spray mist on your face.
Yeah. What's the one with the guy from Friday, Smokey?
Chris Tucker?
Yeah, remember he was in the movie with Bruce Willis? Chris Tucker singing, and then all the shit, all 4D comes out. Yeah, Fifth Element, when the shit comes around you, all the fucking person shit like that. Yeah, if they do that, then fuck yeah. But till that technology happens, no, his shit, no.
Wow.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know why we're still talking about this.
Good job, Phil. Way to get it off the rails. Good job. Moving on.
I only got one. We're just going to skip this one. It's just because there's a trailer supposed to come tomorrow of a new Sonic movie.
Good.
Kind of went back to Jim Carrey.
Kids love Sonic, man. I was at I was at a Christmas concert with little kids with their bells and everything today, and I swear to God, half of them were still wearing Sonic sneakers. One of them, hey, Mr. Marco, I got my Sonic sneakers. I'm gonna bring it to gym class. Cool, bro. I'm not gonna be in your gym
Make
class.
you run faster.
Super fast, right, buddy? Watch out for them rings. Get them all, right? But they love it. The little kids love this. I don't think it's for us, though, unfortunately. I don't think the generation that grew up playing Sonic, which I'm probably a little bit too old to be called the generation that played Sonic, even though I did play it. That's because I'm a dork. I don't think this is for us, really. I don't know.
Yeah, late 80s is when Genesis came out.
Yeah, but I was broke, so I didn't get it till like 94, 95.
Well, I wasn't a Sega guy. I was a Nintendo guy, so I got to play Sonic at like my neighbor's house. I'd go over and play his Sonic.
Same.
Yeah. His Avatar was better. Jesus.
There's a new trailer coming tomorrow, so we'll
cool.
see.
Hopefully it'll be funny, and hopefully everybody won't have they changed the way he looks, so I think we're all good with Sonic, right?
Isn't Idris Elba in it as Knuckles or something?
Nice.
There's somebody playing Knuckles that's like an actor like with kind of gravitas, like where you're like, oh, this is gonna be an interesting interplay.
There's a kid that was in the thing wearing the mask, and he had the Dr. Robotnik mask on too. And I'm just seeing that, but then I look at this Dr. Robotnik, and I'm like, it's just not Dr. Robotnik, right? Like can we cast that better? Everybody's complaining about Sonic, but can we do something about the casting of that?
Well, you don't like Jim Carrey?
Did you ever watch the cartoon?
I can't.
Did you play the game?
Not the cartoon. I watched the movie though. It was like, Let's go to toys. Forget it. Let's move on. Go to toys.
What do we got?
We got this Batman play set. I don't know what this is going to be like. I think one of those weird like sets that they just have that nobody really buys, but then people get them like at Christmas time. And it's just like, oh, they got us a bunch of stuff in there. I mean, it's kind of cool. It has these steps, but
oh my God,
I don't know.
Look at how bad Sparkle Batman looks. He even looks bad as a toy, man. Come on.
Well, those are also their
backdrop.
Yeah, without backdrop, this seems really empty.
Yeah, I need a backdrop on that, like the classic ones.
Yeah, this will be one of those clearance sets that you see like at the Targets and stuff. You're like, oh, look, it's marked down. It's now $12.99, and you can get this whole set.
and then do what? Ride around on your
give it to some kid for their birthday. Like, oh, your kid got invited to some kid's birthday party at school that you don't know. Well, get them.
You're like, who is this kid? It's the kid from another class that you've never known their family.
Yeah, you don't know the kid.
They just invite the whole school. Yeah. Don't be that parent.
Get a present.
Don't do it.
Anyway. Rancor.
What's the latest?
Rancor did not make it. Wah, wah.
It was close though. 8-5. You know what this
close.
was? And we'll break down the numbers to just annoy Jedi. We will break down the numbers to annoy Jedi. This didn't need that many backers, and it lost out by like 2 backers here, realistically. Which you're 2 backers away.
It was like 2. What are you talking about? This is the numbers I went and got today. It's at 855.33.
8533. No, it's down to 800, but 8533, right? It's $300. That's $600. What's 600? I know Jedi hates when I do math. $8,500 plus $600 is what?
Wait, what?
8,000.
Yeah.
500. Oh, 30. Oh, it's the tire. Oh, I thought it was a dollar amount.
No, not a dollar amount.
It's backers.
That's backers. Yeah, they wanted another 500 people to shell out $350 a piece to make it.
No, that ain't even going to go close, man. Well, that's what you did. You get fair. But on the other hand, we get this Sky Striker. This is what I'll say about this. These guys were so arrogant with this. They thought Star Wars was hot and you think you could sell them shit. Because if you looked at how they were doing, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, anybody G.I. Joe fans here, I love G.I. Joe. I mean, Star Wars and G.I. Joes cross over all the time in my household. And I have this. I still have this original one with all the pieces,
one of the first things I remember
including the hat, even though it's cracking a little bit on the guy that rides the plane. But if you saw how they did this, they used the 80s Cobra Commander in the commercial. They had him out there like doing a voiceover speech thing. That was like their promo. They sold this well. These are O-ring characters. They're not bad knockoff type shit, right? They're not remolds. You know what I mean? Go back and look at the difference between what they did here with the G.I. Joe thing and what they are doing over at Star Wars.
They're trying to sell you, hey, we have it. It's not painted yet, but this is what it's going to look like.
I think
really
what people
half-assed it and
I think what people don't understand about Star Wars, like hardcore collectors, is the one thing they've been collecting for a very long time, and they know what crap is. And if you try to sell the real collectors, the big money collectors, crap, they're going to laugh at you and go, man, sell that to somebody else. You go put that on the Jar Jar discount. You know what I mean? And this shows because the G.I. Joe stuff was huge quality. Yeah, it looked amazing.
Yeah, no, I only took the one pic, but yeah, there's like tons of accessories, missiles, and rockets, and figures.
They did a brand new Cobra Commander, the 3 3/4 with an O-ring.
Flames that you can put out of the jets out of the back, so it looks like there's fire coming out of them.
Extra missiles, which you always lose. It works a lot like the original ones. They had different decals that were coming out. This not only got the backers, this surpassed it by a ton too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I did. I got that.
I mean, a ton.
Yeah, 16,772 when they needed 10,000. So
this was like $200 some dollars.
Oh, that's nothing. That's not much.
225. I want to say
225. Well, it's like that's really $75 cheaper than the Rancor.
Oh yeah.
But that's not that much when it comes down to it. You know,
not
what I mean?
For like a huge collectible these days. You would think like this is.
Yeah, that's the market. You're going for like around $200 to $300 in any of these Pulse things. So, but like for the scale, and that's really just a re-up. Like, God, they did a great job though. Like just the promotion on it and all. We make fun of the other stuff that they do. Like they really short end, but that's kind of like the whole thing with Star Wars, right? Like the merchandising and marketing of the toy line has always been a fucking joke, right? You had the Christmas mail away. You had like mock-ups of plates, bullshit. You never had it, right? G.I. Joe is the complete opposite of the story, right? The opposite of spectrum. They've always been on point with their shit.
They always had my money is what they had. Well, I shouldn't say my money. They always had my dad's money. And my mom's.
But they did a great job with this thing. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. That's the way you do it. Yep, it is awesome for that.
All right. Only one pair of shoes this week.
That'd be cool.
And it's not even movie related, but I felt like this was worth noting because these are one of the rarest, I guess, drops of Jordans that they have, just only in China. But this will be the third time they do it, which is a little confusing. But when I looked into it, like when they first did it, the pair that they first did, which was probably like early 2010s, these things sell for $2,700.
Jesus.
And then they reissued it in like 2013 with another small drop to like promote like the opening of some store or in China, like some sneaker store. And they changed it where it says Nike Air on the front. And these ones you can see kind of go for $13 to $1,700.
Huh.
So now they're going to be reissuing a third set that it looks like they. Oh, no, I don't want to go to the comic news yet. That has the little Air Jordan as the tongue. Because that looks like what the change is. It's just a little logo on the tongue. So it's slightly different. But it'll still be a small release and it'll still probably be expensive. So all the sneaker bots will make some people money.
Eventually they'll get away with. They're trying to make it illegal for the bots. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I saw that, but that was for like PlayStations and Xboxes. I don't know if they care about the sneaker markets as much.
I think it's universal, but we'll see.
Yeah. People who like to buy Star Wars variants like to buy Funko Pops and sneakers. Yeah. I think so. No.
Yeah. No, he's saying bots. So like the computer bots that buy all this shit up.
Oh yeah.
So they're trying to make that illegal. They're trying to make
that illegal, but I don't know if they're
are they? Okay.
Which I just think to do find which one's the light or stop sign, and you can just make everybody required to do that. And I think it's good. So that means that just everybody's gonna get it, and I don't think it's gonna affect. I think there's still gonna be a want. There's still gonna be a great want for it, right? It's just gonna give, instead of having these warehouses where people mainly in China can go and swipe it all off the internet, we can just regular people and regular resellers now can grab it and sell it. So I don't think it's
still mostly resellers wanting to buy them to sell them.
Yeah, it's still gonna be resellers. So,
it's not quick enough.
Yeah, just gonna be it's just gonna be resellers.
But real quick, I just grabbed some X-Men comic news because I didn't get my books today, so I'm looking ahead, and they just showed some of these redesigns for Storm where they're kind of going to the Mohawk look. I mean, it's not quite, but it's kind of harkening back to that look from 173 when she went with the Mohawk. So I thought it was kind of cool looking.
That one leg's really straight, huh?
What's that?
They're really pushing the hip out with the one
Well,
leg.
yeah. But it's tying into where I guess we're going next now that Hickman has done his X-Men run, where they're going with this Destinies of X kind of thing where I don't really know what this all means, what exactly we're getting, but potential different versions. I don't know.
Didn't Gillian screw up Hope once?
Well, we'll see if they get it right this time. Look, they're given 3 options of everything, apparently.
Yeah, but aren't they put Gillian on this too? Aren't they put Gillian back on Hope? Like, I think people overestimate. Like, I think you need to look at Gillian's work. Like, I know people always are like, yeah, the Vader run, but no, people are really like, that Vader run wasn't great. It was like little parts, like introducing Afra. The Star Wars run actually had good stuff in it too there, but like that Gillian run is only because of the new characters they were adding. Where like he also did. If you look at his Marvel X-Men stuff, he did parts of Hope. Generation Hope, and it's the worst part. He did parts of A vs. X. The not good parts. You know what I mean? Dark Reign, he was doing some random stuff in there too. You know, like it was always weird stuff that he was doing with it. So, unfortunately,
we'll see where they go. And then there was another title I think that I saw that was announced today was Immortal X-Men. So,
oh, that's what he's doing. So I got to. Well, he's doing Immortal X-Men. Well,
brings his. Yeah, he's doing this Immortal X-Men. Well, it's part of that. Like the whole Destiny of X. Yeah. It's like I guess it's their new House of X, whatever, Powers of X kind of overarching idea.
It was Sinister versus somebody. Was it Sinister versus? Oh god, that was terrible. Whatever his A versus X was.
But this looks like a Last Supper cover to me. But there's no nobody sitting in the middle except just a helmet for Magneto who's not there. So are we waiting for him to be resurrected?
Are they just not showing it because it doesn't look like
no, his helmet's in the middle.
Yeah, does it look like the White Queen though? Has got her hands around somebody? What's her hand doing?
She's reaching out to something.
Yeah,
and then Death is in the middle. So I don't know. But I'm just like looking at the helmet here.
Yeah,
we'll see. But I don't know. We'll see if it's any good.
Oh, he did
that reboot so quickly. But finally, we've gotten through the news.
Well, Taste JJ is like, opinions.
We don't need that yet.
Oh, anything after the Fantastic Four Hulk? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not excited about that. I'm actually disappointed. I wish maybe they would, go back to a regular X-Men run. Just give somebody new, somebody young, a regular X-Men run. See what they can do with it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I would want out of an X-Men run now.
Not now. I mean, that's the problem with Hickman, right? You got to Hickman either has to do stuff like you can get him to start something and then move exactly off of it with a mini, or you have to give him 5 years so he can do East versus West. And they didn't give him either. So that's just unfortunate.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he said, I was reading that he wanted to do that first, like, huge arc relatively pretty soon. And then the other creators on the team wanted to prolong it a little bit more. I guess sales have been good, right? So I guess there's two more acts to go. We just gotta see.
Which is okay. Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
I like something consistent. Let's just ride.
I do, but he's not. It's not him though. Like that's the problem. Like he's If you
he's not going to be there, right?
Yeah. So that's
it's gonna be Last Jedi, and then they're gonna bring him back to do.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker at the end.
Hopefully.
Because what happened with East versus West was like he took a little bit of a hiatus, but you could tell they were talking about switching it up or ending it. And like if they would have done it, there's a point where they could have ruined it. And then instead of making it like an epic, like it's an epic. If you've ever read the whole thing, it's an epic. And that's what they could have done with X-Men. But I mean, I don't know.
I still got to pay attention to that short stack. Is it short stack? Substack. The Substack stuff, like with the 3 World. I did it.
Yeah.
I did it for him and Tinian.
Oh, did you?
I did both of them because at the time I forgot I sold some comic. I sold some books. So I was like, I had money. I'm like, screw it. I'm down. I'm in.
Hey, you gotta look at Hickman's works because some of that shit is terrible. So
some of it's great though. Look like the world building.
Yeah, in between is like there's some real garbage in there. Maybe Fall Mutant.
Everybody misses.
But you know what? You know what wouldn't be bad is if we just get Clement to go write something real quickly and see what he can still do. Like bring it back. If you're gonna do retro stuff, I don't care. Like he did weird stuff where they had guys beating new people and
Wow.
Nice takes on it. All right. Anyways. All right. Was that all for news?
That was it for. Real quickly, I guess I'll do the game thing.
It is.
We got a couple little game tidbits,
yeah.
but I spun them off. So let me. Where the heck is it? Let me run this real fast.
Well, that's a good way to do it, Joe. You read Substack and you eat short stacks. Okay.
All right. Yeah, run. All right. Just like there's only a couple little items that I could have put them in the regular news, but I pulled them out just to do them for games real fast. So
you did not miss the Brawn silk. No, that's coming up next. We're going to do it in a little bit.
We're going to do it. Yeah, I know we're dragging here today. We're not moving.
We're over an hour. Jeez.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well.
First things first with the games. There's a new teaser coming. They released kind of like a teaser to the teaser or teaser to the trailer. I don't know if you watch. I mean, it's literally like 30 seconds, I think. It shows you a couple of quick little images. But,
well, I think what's going to make JJ really happy is that Halo looks like it's going to be up for Game of the Year now. And it just came out like a couple weeks ago. So
yeah, but this trailer looks pretty good.
What's up, James?
For the show. So I don't know. I'm interested.
Yes, we can start the party now. James is here.
Subscribe to Paramount now to add another streaming service so I can watch.
I know, right? It looks good, though. I mean, I think this is like, once again, you got arcade hitting, and this might be the next in the video games. Like this hits, it's kind of like we were talking earlier about hitting our home runs and keep going. So,
yeah. So there was that, the Halo thing again.
You get out of here. Wow. Just because you played it, that's your Halo. It didn't die, man. Infinity is killing it right now. I mean, everybody loves it. It might be Gamer of the Year. So
I didn't know. You remember how lost I was? Like, who's watching? Who's talking about Halo? And then there's a Halo game.
Dude, the league's going. I mean, like, it's gonna take over Valorant. Like, it's game over, set match.
Hey, I'm just behind on my games. I thought everybody was still, talking about and playing
You're
Fortnite.
Still wanting Matrix. You're kind of washed. So I mean, you get it.
I thought this was still the big thing.
What is
Fortnite.
this?
But apparently Fortnite, whatever chapter 2 ended with Rock revealing that he was this character, like the character.
Stick Boys is excited about this apparently because he's playing. I thought as soon as you could drink at a bar, you couldn't play Fortnite. But like,
I don't know. I've never really played it, but I know like neighborhood play, and I don't know. But the Rock, you got me at the Rock.
Yeah, I like the Rock, but that doesn't mean I'm going to download Fortnite. No shot.
What about if it's The Rock and Spidey?
No.
No,
absolutely not. No.
Well, yeah, that's all it is. I don't know. There were just some announcements that they have this.
You know what the weird part though is? Like, it's funny because the one thing DC did right was right as Fortnite was about to start falling off, they hit that comic book, and as soon as the comic book came out and they released that skin. Yeah, the streamers that usually attract those young kids stopped streaming Fortnite. Like it's because of something else, but they instantaneously stopped streaming Fortnite, and now all the squeakers are going into the other games. They're going into because it's really weird how that market flows. That market flows with like pretty much Twitch streams or YouTube streams. What's going on with the gaming world, and the guys that attract that, like the squeakers, the kids, the 3 o'clockers, they switched over to other platforms, either Valorant or Warzone, and now the squeakers are all in that. And then now with Halo being popular, it's a new generation of squeakers going over to Halo. So we'll see how that turns out.
Well, they're trying to get people back with these weird downloads and stuff.
Vehicle, skins, gadgets, and more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what this means? I think our whole chat, I don't think we have anybody younger than 21 in the chat because I look at the things. So I'm not quite sure, besides Sticks, who isn't here today for some reason, knows anything about Fortnite.
No, which is why we then can talk about what you were telling me about with the Call of Duty.
Oh,
putting in their anti-cheat.
Their anti-cheat. I actually experienced this, which is kind of cool.
Well, because I just read when I looked at this earlier today, it just said like it'll release sometime today. So apparently it's out.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why we don't have more sections besides our thing here was because, of course, they released some stuff, and I was playing games today and then going to Christmas concerts. Sorry, Pete. That's how it happens. And they are there's a certain region in your server because you could tell because of their regional flags that it seems to be that this is working because they aren't just getting rid of the cheater. They're getting rid of the whole squad and they're leaving them there. Like, so you could do finishing off moves on them, which is kind of cool. Cause like we definitely had a cheater. We had a cheater from what we believe was, the Asian markets, that type of area. Cause that's the server we were in and they're definitely cheating. And then all of a sudden, they were just sitting outside a car. Like they got kicked out of the truck. They were sitting outside the car. The whole squad did. And we ended up finishing them off. And then we were talking to some other people. They said the same thing was happening. All the guys, the pros that are playing this are not complaining about the cheat. Like every time, even when their chats are saying people are cheating, they're like, no, that's not a cheat. That's just how the new system's working. And, they have to level it up. The thing they are complaining about, and which is good for us regular guys, us guys that do have jobs and can't grind for 20 hours, is the pros actually have to grind now for Warzone. So I don't know how popular this is going to be streaming this game anymore because they have to actually do what we did and go and grind each single gun. You don't get your loadouts right away. It's going to take more. Eventually, they're going to let you buy a lot of the stuff, but right now it's a lot of grinding. So it's a fun time to play it. That's all I got.
I haven't played Call of Duty in a couple of years, but I did grind. The last one I did. Yeah.
It's good. It's good grinding right now. So
what about you, Phil? You play any of this stuff?
No, I just do whatnot and buy comics and just whatever.
Look, you have a bad day. You don't want to go shoot some.
I'll shoot my real gun. That's something that if I need to go to the range.
You can't do that at 2:00 at night, man. You
can't do it at 2. Well, actually, where I live, you could get away with it in some places, but yeah, man. I got an Xbox, but it's like, man, it takes like an hour to freaking download the game or 2 hours.
You got to get all the updates too if you haven't played it.
I do have Call of Duty, but it's like 3 years old now, and I'm like,
no, okay, yeah, no,
yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad.
No, yeah.
I watch my niece play Fortnite. That's what I do. Yeah.
See,
what's it like? I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen
I haven't been playing either. Again, I'm behind on games.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. I mean, I guess, and then I guess.
Oh, because you're saying that the new Warzone. Oh yeah, because it's what's it called? They changed the name of it too.
I have my other colleagues who have kids, right? Like they're just like their kids are begging them for like $50 to buy a skin or something. It's like it's like the brightest thing of the freaking. It's like the greatest thing you can do to them is to buy your kid a skin. You know what I mean? That they need. I don't know.
Yeah, Zach, I'm a kid too. I don't buy skins. I just grind every once. I mean, I'm never gonna grind.
I kind of like the grind though. Like I would. Yeah. I felt a sense of accomplishment when I leveled up my sniper rifle. Like,
I think there's like some relaxing to it because remember when we were playing 8-bit games, you can say what it is, but like they were all grinds. That's what you did.
That's all it was.
Grinding. So like, I think it takes us back to a place where it's like when you have a game you can grind on. It's kind of cool because it's just like
you play Mega Man. You grind until you get to the boss, and then you got to figure out the pattern. You got to grind out the pattern.
Tell me Legend of Zelda wasn't a grind. Yeah, I mean it was.
No. Yeah, Final Fantasy 2.
Final Fantasy?
You had to like play 70 hours to get.
Yeah, you got to go wander.
Just to get them level up. Remember in Final Fantasy, you used to just walk back and forth between like sleeping and back and forth so you can level your guys up real quickly. And then
you had to level up before you keep going. Like, no, I'm not beating that boss until I level up. So I'm just going to hang out here and wait for some random encounters.
Yeah, exactly. You pay the taxes and game. Yeah, I mean, I just don't ever think I'll get rid of it. Like that's the one thing. I don't think comics. You know what I mean? Between that, and gaming, it's just like it's relaxing.
Your favorite topic with taxes? NFTs.
Oh, jeez.
But apparently Ubisoft.
Tell us more.
Ubisoft tried to do NFTs for games.
It's not going well.
It didn't go well.
It really isn't. And the key.
They took their announcement video down because they got so many dislikes.
That's it. That whole generation of like that under the 20 and the young 20 and unders really are. And the next attack they're going to go after this is how they're going to give the environmental spin on it now, right? Like, well, the waters are warming up because they got servers under there. And do you know how much power it takes just to mine? And it's really at that point where they're getting a lot of backlash. We know from this type of group in this area, this isn't the first thing that's been killed in the gaming world. Like all the YouTubers that were talking about it, and we're going to drop the NFPs. We talked about that 3 weeks ago for millions of dollars. Cut it. done. They didn't drop the NFTs. They took all that crap down. They're not doing it anymore. And I mean, I guess when it gets to that area, like you see a backlash of a very large backlash to this. And, you know, it is what it is, man. Yeah. Some people like to play the lotto and some people don't. So there you go.
I thought it was amusing. That's why I put it in here. But that's it for our games. It was a small section.
But Akon's whole city is going to be built on cryptocurrency, so that's cool.
Akon?
Yeah, Akon's got a city out in he's building a city in Alaska.
Wait,
solar power. Yeah.
The guy who sings that song, I Just Had Sex? Akon?
Convict Music? Yeah, Akon.
Oh, no, Akon. There was that guy.
Yes, Akon. That's him. Yes.
That's him?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he bought right outside or in synagogue, but outside of the main part of synagogue, he bought like 200,000 acres or some ridiculous thing. He used to hold a diamond mine too or whatever, but in 2026. Oh, this isn't the end of the show, so maybe we'll revisit at the end of the show. But he's building a city. It's going to be solar powered. He got $1 billion loan, and he is building this entire city, and it's going to be Akon cryptocurrency that's the only thing you're going to be able to spend because something about the French. I swear to God, man.
You're serious. He's built.
Yeah, 2026 by 2032 they'll be in stage 3. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
What? No, it's like no.
How do people not know? Phil, you know this, right?
If I pull up the video, we'll get a strike.
Yes, huge strike. But you could probably pull up something. You could pull up Brian and just like do the look on the internet and see, put Akon City. When's it going to be done? And they'll tell you 2026 or something like that. Probably, I don't know.
We got other things to talk about.
Okay, what's up next? Let's get into why we came here.
Well, yeah, we got our quick little tier list thing, and then we got a top 5 variants for it. So that's all we got left.
All right.
Which one? Oh, let's go to our battle here. I guess I'll add our tier list to the stream. So basically, I guess I should run through this. Well, not that it matters. I mean, this will matter at the end, I guess. But just to kind of quickly rehash the scoring system that I guess makes sense. I don't know. I made it up real fast last week, and this
for
is
the
what
points.
it's going to end up being.
Okay, cool.
If we rank a book in the S tier, it'll get that character 10 points. If it's in the A, they'll get 5. If it's in the B, they'll get 3.
How you guys did score goal last week?
2 for a C.
Crime.
You get no points if we rank something D, and then you lose 5 if we put something in the trash. So we got a dozen books for each character. We're just gonna look at them. We'll throw them in a category, and at the end of the day, we'll see if Silk or Totally Awesome Hulk ends up on top.
By the way, we have a plan for this. We're going to have a Royal Rumble. We're bringing them back. So we're going to have a Royal Rumble where the winners are going to come back here and just rumble it out between each other. Maybe use their top 5 books. So do know that's going to play into it a little bit too. Okay. We did add a couple, like last week, we only had like 1 variant. We wanted to even it out. So I think we added 2 variants per.
Yeah.
So their top 2 variants got added in here too. That might be also their first book. So for instance, Pete's book behind him for First Silk. I think we included the variant for that too. Yes. Yeah, First Full. Well, it's Cindy Moon before. Yeah, but okay. Yeah. So for First Silk, we include the variant for that too. So do know that like when you see it, like don't get in the chat and go like you already did that book or well the variant's better than the rate. We figured that problem out for y'all.
A couple of these books we broke the variants or can stand alone.
We took your comments and we added on to it. Okay.
And this Silk book, by the way, is courtesy of our friend Comic Man Andy. I won this on his channel.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No, James, I don't think we ever have had a quick tier list.
We could try.
We could try. There's a first for everything. Don't forget, as our friend here and our Phil said, check them out. They're going to have what days of Star Wars, whatnot that you and Ben and all the and then what's it? Keith is the guy's name.
Well, it's this week coming up, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Friday night, 10 p.m. Yeah.
Excellent.
Friday night
on the old whatnots we hear. So there we go.
And I got and below the video, there's links to Phil's website, his IG, and whatnot. You gotta find him because they didn't let me do a direct connect to your whatnot. But check him out on whatnot because he is one of the pillars of the whatnot.
There you go. On the back of the book, as they say.
Book.
The back of the book. The back of the book on the comic book. It's the back of the book.
It's an advertisement.
Okay. Anyway, so are we starting off? Phil, you pick. Are we starting off with a Cho book, or are we starting off with a Cindy Moon book?
Okay, hey, just really question. So we're just ranking just cover only.
No, it's whatever you feel.
Look at it.
Insides, if you like the price on the book currently, if you think it's going to have potential,
Okay.
if you like if you like it, if you think it's like there's a second appearance in here, and everybody knows what my opinion on second cameo appearances is. So you know where I'm going to do with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of level set things. Last week we had Ms. Marvel, and there's a lot of Ms. Marvel, her keys, her first appearance that are so high priced. I don't think they're good buys right now, so I couldn't give them a high rank. I wasn't giving them a high ranking because I thought they're just priced so high. Right
they'd make an A tier. You know what I mean?
So
it's a great book.
I was thinking more of upside.
I think some of them too. Some of them, like if in that type of book, like a book that has like her on the front and's a first appearance and's got some more weight, would probably go higher than a book that's like first cameo of her boogers or something. You know what I mean? So there we go.
It's however you want to interpret it.
So do you want to go with Silk first, or do you want to go with the Silk book first, or do you want to go with a Incredible Hulk book? Oh, he's Brawn now.
I feel like we need to appease the speculator and go with Brawn.
Totally
awesome Hulk. Oh yeah,
totally awesome Hulk it is. So we will go with. Why did you put this book in here?
I'll tell you why. Once you put it up,
we're start off with trash right off the bat. The Incredible Hulk number 112, and this is a book that is known as the first team up with Herc.
Yeah, this is when they begin their buddy run on this title of Incredible Herc.
I understand. I don't even qualify this in like the.
It transfers to Incredible Herc.
This is what I actually told you to remove from the list because I thought it was so bad. I thought it was unexcusably.
No. You had me remove his origin in 133 from the list.
I thought I had 2 removed, but either way. So Hulk 112. The only thing about this book is, and there's some stuff that goes on later on this run that's good, right? There is. There's some good
fun
stuff.
Run.
Yes, but teaming up, the first time they teams up. I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
Well, the reason why I think the first time them teaming up makes sense to me is because I want to see a Disney Plus show of these two getting into hijinks together. I want this run adapted for a show.
There might be something that that happens in that run that will, and hopefully we added that book later. I think overall, though, the best this book will get is maybe pushing it. Maybe
it's not a great. It's not. Yeah,
I think it's D. It's D to trash because I don't like these things where it's like first time. It's like the 20th time we've seen the guy. He's already got his own story at one point. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I think C, D, or trash is where we're sitting.
Even putting this in, and
he said the homage gives it a little bit. Only redeeming factor
is still the upper echelon of what I would give it. It's not going to make a ton of money. And
graffiti on the Hulk is kind of cool, right?
It is a cool homage.
Yeah, the homage thing, a little homage, a little homage.
Incredible Herc.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. But is that enough to move it out?
It's still not a great book. I'm not saying it's a great book.
I mean, there's 12 books here, 24 total. Yeah, D tier. It looks like we're getting a lot of D here.
There's got to be levels.
It looks like we're getting a lot of Ds here. So we're not going to move it to trash unless we get a trash vote. But I think,
all right,
3 Ds, 4 Ds. Okay, throw it in D.
I'm not going to be mad at a D for this one. It's just I wanted to acknowledge it and throw it out there.
That's fair enough.
To keep an eye on.
A good arc too. And by the way, if they do,
find it for a buck.
But also, like Phil was saying, like with the, what they do a lot with Marvel, not claymation, but they do a lot of those, like the kid arc shows that are becoming popular. You know what I mean? Like the Omega run and stuff like that for the girls. They could do this as like a little cartoon type thing too, which isn't that run. 17 or 21, which is 121 is a better book. And I'll tell you why. Okay. We'll go back to back Hulk. No, hey, they put it up in the chat. So we're going to put it up. You put 22 down though, didn't you? Instead of 21. So we messed it up. It's supposed to be 121. This is the wrong book, not 22.
Oh, did I grab?
Yeah, you grabbed the wrong book. It's all right. Okay. So we'll do 121 on this. This is first Delphina Gorgana.
Oh, you're doing 2 Hulks?
Yeah, we're going to go back-to-back Hulks, and we'll go back-to-back Silks. Somebody brought it up in the chat, so we're going to do it. So 121, and why 121 is actually legitimately better and probably or B tier is because Delphina, is like his side piece. Like it's his first his
first girlfriend kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of. Like she's a stalker, really, kind of, but like still, and like when you see things that they can do with children's movies or children/teen all age stuff, they love the side chick. You know what I mean? They always love the side chick story.
Well, yeah. And so you get the whole, there's different worlds. I mean, she's a Gorgon, and he's and
eventually she takes over, and she's
smartest
man.
Is it 8th or 7th?
So then they have to have a breakup, huh?
Is he the 8th or 7th smartest person in the Marvel?
They say that he's the 12th, but he was actually the 8th. Yes. Yes.
It started as the 8th.
Well, they lied to. Yeah, he was the 8th, and they lied to him so that he wouldn't be hunted. But then he really was the 8th. Yes. B. Yeah. B. We got a lot of B's on that. It's a great character. I think it will.
A lot.
Oh,
got Eric. That's not a lot.
That's
I like Eric, but that's still just one.
It's 2 for him. He did 2. He did 2. He gave 2 answers for that. All right. She's the redhead in the Wedding Crashers. Maybe. She eventually breaks up with him because she's got to be in charge. So that kind of the Amazon. So that kind of stinks. But I definitely think they can flush that out a little bit more.
But
anybody against B?
You can find this book for nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Plus, it's still nothing. Yeah, to get $1.
That's also why I will give you the B on this.
Well, we might move that to A. Potential. The character's good, especially with him. And you're right. D. Dark Lopez out of here. Out. No. Joe. B. Good stuff. I wouldn't put her higher than C. Oh, we're getting a little pushback. Phil, what do you got on this?
I'm factoring in the price as well because this is like $1.
This book for 50 cents. 50 cents on a good day.
Yeah, if it's 50 cents on a good day and the upside's there, yeah, I'll go with
that. That's what we're talking. That's how I'm looking at this particular book.
Good. She's a side chick.
And the story is fun. This is a great story to read. Just buy these for 50 cents or $1 just to read this run. Very good. I'm a big fan of the.
It's 121, by the way. Correction, 121. We'll take it out.
Yeah, I had the wrong picture.
Pete's pay later on this week, but 121 it is. So let me get rid of these 2 real quickly. Oops, I don't know what's going on. What am I doing here?
You put it up and then there you go.
I can't delete them for some reason.
It's gone.
Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go Silk. Let's go Silk. Let's give something quality here on Silk. I'm trying to see what we have that would be of the same. Oh, I don't like that. Wow.
I'm telling you think there's a lot of Silk books. You think there's a lot of...
No, I'm trying to find something of garbage on Silk, and I'm looking, and I'm like, wow, this Silk list is actually... I think I'm with the chat now. I'm thinking with the poll. I'm starting to pull out Silk here and go like, All right, Silk 8. Are we doing it because of the whites?
It's because she gets the costume. Like
she gets the black, red. Okay, that's a good one. She's going from... If we remember correctly, when Cindy Moon was Cindy Moon before she started to go Silk and tried to go Silk and get her original costume, it was literally her zipping herself up.
Yeah, she literally just webbed her body up like it was
webs. Yeah,
dude, it's like I love the Cindy Moon cosplay, by the way. Not lights out, but it was originally webs. So this is 8 is when she first goes over costume change. The new costume that the black, red, white costume that everybody knows her now, that everybody cosplays in, because I don't think anybody's going with the webs anymore.
Yeah,
and is that popular of a book? I don't think it is.
No, it's nothing.
Because it's a costume. I mean, it still has a cap on it because it's just a costume book, but it's still super cheap. Like it's nothing.
We got a C, we got a D. Cole's Comics saying what
that's
up?
Where I'm
what
on
up?
CD kind of range. It's
BC,
a nice little book.
I think it'd be C. I think C's fine. I'm not a huge
book.
The only thing that is that it's her permanent costume, and I think her costume sometimes is more popular than the actual character. Yeah. Anybody, like when you go to con, like even now when you go to cons, but like when you went to cons before too, like you see that costume a lot. So C it is. C. Anybody against having this a C?
Yeah, that's upper limit for me.
Yeah, C's fine.
C is upper echelon for that. It's the costume.
I would actually pay. I'd pay like $2 over a newsstand for that book.
Yeah. Zaggy, what are you doing, man? For the costume? Zags, come on, bro.
I'm not with Zaggy. I'm also not a huge costume guy.
I'm not a huge costume guy, too, but that costume, there's certain people's costumes.
Don't let the cosplayers sway you. We're not ranking the cosplayers.
Cosplayers now carry PayPal. So cosplayers now buy comics. So cosplayers now sway what I think. When it was like you had to have money and cosplayers have no pockets. Yeah, no. But now they could just charge it with giving you a little number and a little name. So there you go. All right. Next up.
Another Silk book.
Another Silk book. And let's go. We did that. We did Herc. We did Side Piece. Okay. So if we're going to do we'll do something weird with her too. We'll do it. Is this right? It's Radioactive Spider-Gwen is 4? Is where Silk does the
This
first?
Is the first Cindy Moon from
Spider-Gwen's
world.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen 4. Yep, 1. Yeah.
So she is the villain of that,
Cindy Moon.
Spider-Women.
She is. It's like the dupe of her. in
Yeah.
Spider.
It's kind of like Evil Miles. If you guys know Evil Miles for Spider-Man 2,
Yes.
this is the evil Cindy Moon from Spider-Gwen's universe.
And I assume we're doing this because of all the Into the Spider-Verses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is not exactly extremely expensive book either. This is 50-cent fodder too.
Yeah, this is a cheap book.
This is very, very cheap book too. This is like if you buy the run, you get it for free. 4 is a D. They're giving it D though. They do not care. Don't. Hey, Zag, I didn't put your comment up there, dude. But hey, you know what I mean? There you go. D and D. So I don't know though.
I mean, I could see that. I mean, in realistic terms, what moves the market these days? What moves the market is the movies and the shows. And she is getting a show, but do you really think they're going to give us an evil version of her?
Yes.
On the show?
100%.
Maybe like a season 2.
The one thing I'll say,
3.
the one thing I'll say about both of these characters, their rogue gallery is weaker than Miss Marvel's rogue gallery.
I know.
By far.
Yeah.
And this
very weak.
That's why I can't believe Squirrel Girl didn't win last week. But their accoutrements, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, what, the accoutrement?
Yeah, now that you're using whatever you're saying about Phil, I'm deciding to use words too. So here we go. For these two is way worse. It's like almost D level to non-existence, but Silk does have a little bit more. She's got reverse Silk, like reverse Flash. You know what I mean? She's got a couple more villains in there.
They're still not great.
D. Okay, they're putting it in D. D. They're giving it D.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to. You're gonna throw in a big book here for each of them in the next round.
I know. I'm gonna do next.
Bring it level set us back because
we're gonna give it big. I thought that had some potential. I thought you put that on. They put that on the same level as meeting up with Herc, a character that's been around forever and did nothing.
That is a great moment for Amadeus.
I mean, I was only gonna put it in like a CB category type thing, but you guys put that in a D. I mean, Side Chick is in B at this point. And her doppelganger.
That's our best book.
And her doppelganger is okay. By the way, let's make sure that we mute whoever's. Just kidding. This was. Let's go back. Oh, so we'll do this. This is a big book, right?
Yeah, want to go to this first?
Yeah, we'll go as first. We'll do both first after this. So we got AF-15, but this is the problem with this book. This isn't Totally Awesome Hulk's first.
No, this is Amadeus.
This isn't Brawn's first either. You know what I mean? Like this is not like
Amadeus
first. This is first Amadeus Cho. This is first Master X. Because remember, they're gonna use him
Mastermind
as Mastermind Accelerate. That's what he was gonna be. So he wasn't going to be the Hulk thing, and then they transferred it over. So this is a tough one. This is that whole era where they started rolling instead of just giving us a clear first appearance of the actual character. They gave us like the first appearance of them out of costume, first cameo, 3 cameos out of costume, first appearance out of costume, then first full appearance of them with half a costume on.
It's not an easy book to go out there and find in a lot of genres.
I will give you that. It's also hard. I will give you that. Still important. AFA because of price. Okay.
That's
it's hard to
where
get.
I'm at.
T-Jones got A too.
I know it's his first. I can't put it in the S.
I can't put it in S either. I know.
I think I like it as A because it is tough to find.
If they would have, dude, how cool would they have done?
It is kind of pricey these days though.
But how cool would have done if they had him in that book, right? As that, and then they did a quarter panel of a half transformation into Hulk. So he just turned like a shade of green, but didn't actually turn into Incredible Hulk. And they gave like a homage to 180 in the same quarter panel slide where Wolverine showed up. I could see something like that. That would have been cool. And that would be S tier. But everybody, the whole chat, everybody, A's across. B, we get 1 B, we get A. The panel gives A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, because here's my hot take for you guys. I liked him better when he was just Amadeus Cho more than when he became Brawn or Totally Awesome Hulk.
Well, I
like Amadeus.
I think we see that problem with what they did with the character, right? Like they moved away from Amadeus. They tried to make him that incredible that arc kind of
did
okay,
him the Hulk's replacement,
but didn't really do that great. We had the Hercules run, and that was really just a mini storyline. I get it, but that's a team up. That's not him. He can't. Amadeus Cho as Hulk / Brawn cannot hold down a series by himself.
No. In any sense, I would actually agree with that. Like you're not going to want to really sit down and watch a weekly show that's just focused on him. He needs to be part of something bigger, whether it be a team book, like maybe the Agents of Atlas when we get it, and maybe the Protectors.
Am I reading this wrong?
What?
He was better as Banner than Hulk. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's better as Cho. Okay, I get. Oh, well, I was.
If that's what he means, yes.
If that's what you mean, right? If you mean something else, then no, sir. You are good day. So hey, A, put it in the A, right? That's what you mean, Eric, right? You mean that he's better as like the non-Hulk, the Hyde version. He's better as the Dr. Jekyll, not the
champions.
Mr. Hyde.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying with champions.
He's a good
a team
part of a
member.
team kind of character.
Yeah, but I think Sam Alexander held his book well. I think Squirrel Girl held her book well. Ms. Marvel did pretty decent with her book, even though the accoutrements weren't there. I don't think he. Yep, the brains. Okay. All right. Didn't we have enough Hulks already? Maybe we got, but people love Hulk.
All right.
Man.
Well, what else? We got 3. We got one more.
So then we got that. So we're gonna go. Well, are we gonna go? So this is the question I have. Which silk we want? Then I guess we'll go. We'll go Cindy Moon.
Oh wait, we're going back to 1-to-1.
Yeah, we're gonna go 1-to-1 on this one because we're gonna go Cindy Moon, right? And this is where I want to see what chat does with this.
This one. It's not only just Cindy Moon. It's literally like those panels I showed you.
Like a
That's
shit.
really it. I mean, it's a full page, but it's really just more of a foot.
This is like the definition of a cameo, I think.
And this book, there's a lot.
There's a lot going wrong with this book.
No, I'm saying there's a lot of copies of this book.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
It's probably like
And a lot
100,000 copies.
Yeah, this was a book you could find for $1 for a while, and everybody started going, "Hey, you know what? Let's start buying it." Because
I used to buy these books at one of these LCSs. It'd be 100 books for $20, so that I could do fills, like I could put fills runs in. And that book, I must have like still because of how I do rotation.
There's
a lot. I probably got just out of the
because I'm telling you, once like number 4 started going up a lot, people started investing in Cindy Moon. Then people started saying, well, you know, she showed up in 1. It's like, well, I guess we all should go buy those issue 1s. And those $1 books became $5 books. Then the $5 books became like a $10 book.
Yeah, but I think there's still like a shit ton out of there. Like there's still like they show up still in Meyer.
Yeah, there's still plenty out there. There's still.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? C. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Trash for Spider Ankle.
Well, I'm not gonna trash it because I get it. It's not much of an appearance, but
do foots count? Well, she technically is like being shown over. Like there's somebody in front of her. You can see 75%.
Oh, yeah, show it again. You got it?
Yeah. It's a spider bite. I will. No, I'm just going through the comments so that everybody can see it. So here it is. There she is. Parker's got his elbow above her face.
There. And there's another panel, I think, where she might have just been standing amongst the crowd.
She was standing amongst the crowd.
Yeah,
it's the definition of a cameo,
but it's only a cameo.
But the price point is like what, like $8?
Yeah, $5
exactly.
Yeah, you can always get it for $5. Like if not online, but if you go, you can still find them in dollar bins, and you can usually get it for $5 if you don't feel like digging.
But at the same time, if for some reason her Amazon show takes off and everybody wants her books,
it's gonna start a huge argument.
$8 all of a sudden
it's gonna start a huge argument. Yeah, everybody's gonna all the people because. I think if you don't have this, this is one of those things. Like we had got a comment from, we get a large foreign crowd on the Star Wars show. We got a comment. Somebody was saying something about, like, the UK is the first.
UK is tough. Like getting books,
which is fine, and I understand that. But like the argument is, 42 is always going to be because of how it works out, and 8 is going to 4 here is always going to be her, the ship sailed. That's 4. Like it's done, but there's going to be a large portion of people. So if you don't have this book for $1, 50 cents,
wants that little.
The Gambit debate's a little bit different. So is 8081. So, all right, what do we got? C. We got a lot of C's.
This is more that Captain Marvel 14, 17, Ms. Marvel 1 kind of like.
What do you got on this? Because we got this. There's all over. We got D, B, C's.
I like this book. I'd be B, and like it's buy it for $8, $10 or $12 shipped, and then you make $25 out of it. Just
it still has some potential. I get it. It's a cameo.
It does have potential, especially if you can get it for like shipping is man. It's $12 if you buy it online, but even if you get this in person for like $1 book,
and then the other thing is you find this in person, you might be able to find this for less than cover. $1 bin potentially.
$1 bin still like $5. What's cover on it anyways? $3.99.
Yeah.
So the Prime Day tiers I mean, you have an intact cover, and you have
Yeah.
binary tears on top and bottom. It's
Yeah,
still a
there's
very
a little
fine
bit of a
hit.
thicker one.
You know what I mean?
Did this
Good
have
point.
did this have a sketch run cover on it too? Didn't it? On some of them. Remember they
had
were doing
many
that sketch run
variants for this book.
when this one was coming out. They had that Morbius one. It was a secondary one though. It was something that came out, I think, in some packs or something like that. And I think Morbius, this, and a couple of the other runs that were around the same time all had that white sketch cover, and you could just tear that off. Yeah.
Yeah, then you can have what's underneath.
He does. So B, I think B's fair. A, if you have a foot fetish, no. Okay. All right. Next up, we've overruled the chat. Okay, next up, we're going to go, since we're talking about that, then why don't we go to, let's do team ups for these two. All right. Agents of Atlantis. And by the way,
Not Atlantis, it's Atlas.
Atlantis, Atlas, whatever. New Agents of like,
Hey, it's an Asian super team. I like this. I am proud that there's finally an all Asian team I could get behind.
No, that's good, but I think the hype on that for a long time, and then we already saw what China did with Shang-Chi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were like, no, we're not showing, but it's still tops. It's for right now until Spider-Man comes out. Shang-Chi is tops for 2021.
But do you care? I'm sorry. Like, I like some of the characters in this, but do you actually care? Like, we're really going to have Agent? What's his name?
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a big Master of Kung Fu fan. I like Jimmy Woo a lot.
But Jimmy Woo's not holding down. I mean, come on. He's like,
I like the old Ages of Atlas too that Jimmy Woo was leading. Like I like the Namorita and the Monkey Man. Like I like that crew too. Like I'm in on that team as well.
Yeah, that was cool. But like, I don't.
Okay.
Does anybody see this holding anything down? Like, I mean, in future?
Oh, what do you got, Phil?
I mean, the people who paid like $50 to $75 for this copy. I mean, you think they're gonna blow out this book? I don't think so.
That's
still, you know. I mean,
they're not gonna blow it out, but the
book.
value on it, like most of those books, when people overpay and nothing comes out of it, yeah, there's a bunch of them that sit up there on eBay, and then the price comes down, and it's gonna sit. Like, but what we're saying is like, as far as is there anything for the future of that group? Like, it's not. Like, I think Champions Team Up has a little bit, which we're gonna get. Is obviously that's what I'm leading towards. Is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, I'll give you this. I'll give you this for the other appearances. Yes, but we're talking about her in that book, right? Like, it's not about the book as much as it is about her in that. Like, do we see agents coming?
I mean, you have
that's the way you're looking at that.
If it happens,
other people might.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, look. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got like 10 to 20 of these books. Like, that's nobody's looking.
I don't have
like,
that many of them,
or 7 or 5. You know,
but again, what I'm talking about though is to your point. Yes, we are ranking because of her, but other people might be looking at the first appearances of the other characters as more of the upside potential.
My question about it is: are you is the chat just like Phil kind of said? You have these books, and you're hoping they will. You're hoping that the value will hold or go up. Or are you saying there's a defined reason, not just the characters, but they're actually going to do something with this group? That's what I'm kind of asking. Because, like, if it's just about values of books, well, hey, we got some variants coming up that are going to be expensive, and shoot, let's just put them in S tier. But if you're thinking, like, if you could tell me that, like, yeah, they might put this group together.
Therein lies
so
the
far
tough
away. It's so far away.
That's the thing. What Phil just said.
Yeah.
The possibility is so far out that.
But if they keep publishing, like, let's say if they make another volume of this team, right, and Luna Snow, you know, I mean,
yeah, comic wise, they'll probably still keep this going,
right? I know, but if my question is, if you know about this, does Silk lead into Luna Snow? Does Silk lead into Luna Snow? Do you see them extending that distance so far to bring in Luna Snow, or can Luna Snow
White
hold
Fox and
Swordsman? Or could they do their own?
That's a really great example right there. Look at White Fox. Everyone's all on freaking White Fox right now. You know what I mean? That contest of champions.
How far out
variant?
Right. Yeah, but I mean, just we had Panty Jake and stuff in the news earlier. What I'm saying, and that's great. That's great that people get and stuff. But sometimes people just need to build content, Phil. You know this as well as I do. And people need to go out and buy stuff because people love to buy stuff. America as it is. That's how we do, right? But is there something behind this? Like, is this something we see? Like, Silk's coming. Do we see a transition from Silk to this $50 book. Animation can be done at any time, yes.
But the problem,
Animation,
Marvel animation,
however,
there
doesn't move the needle. DC animation moves the needle. Marvel animation does not move the needle.
It's getting a little better. I liked Hitmonkey. I will say I enjoyed Hitmonkey.
Yeah.
But we're not there yet to say, hey, I count on every Marvel animation being good.
I mean, I don't have a problem with this. I mean, I'm not arguing. I think in that B, I'm not off of A. Saying S is ridiculous, I think.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no.
I think, are we in agreement saying S is ridiculous?
Yeah, I can't put this in S.
Phil, yes?
It's not an S investment, no.
I mean, I'd be like a C for me.
That's kind of where I'm at.
I'm in B. I'm in B. I'm with B. And the chat is where's the chat?
There was a couple A's.
There's a couple A's. There's an S for sure. But then people are saying that they had 3 or 4. There's some A's. I think we could do B on this. I think we could do B for sure on this.
It's reasonable. I mean, I think it's very, very early on building the whole Asian
Monkey is good
universe, right?
So, yeah.
And it is. And like you look at Shang-Chi, you watch Shang-Chi and like
opening the door.
They got rid of China and like it was the history of
it still did well. Yeah, but Golden Ticket,
universe, right?
Right, but Golden Ticket did a lot to sell a lot of those tickets, which is good, and that means that we're going to get that backing every time, which is great. But without the Chinese market, we have to also take this from a corporate level. You know what I mean?
I'll say this. So I was in New York Comic Con, right? And I had an Uber driver that took me home. I was, a little bit wasted, and I hung out with Samson from My Comic Journey, right?
Cool.
And we took an Uber. My Uber driver was a Chinese guy, like legit immigrant from China. And I was like, "Oh, did you watch Shang-Chi?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, there was a whole bunch of us in Queens, and we all had viewing parties. We all got together and we watched it." So
that's what the Golden Ticket is.
I think, I think the Chinese community is somehow gonna go and watch it, right? If they can. So I don't know about in China, but
just not in China.
So do you know what Golden Ticket is?
No, I don't.
Phil? So Golden Ticket's a group of usually for Asian, but mainly for Chinese or Korean actors, movies, and shows and actresses that they want to promote it. So what they do is they go into these communities, they help promote it for the people, help sell tickets. And that's what happened. So this guy, they'll have viewing parties. They'll have safe spaces, but more like community, kind of like, social clubs where they can get these people
more like, hey,
it.
we're going to get a special showing for everybody kind of thing.
And the numbers with Golden Ticket we talked about it on the show. We're like, we don't know how it's going to do. And then all of a sudden we saw the numbers coming in from Golden Ticket and what they were saying their success rate was, which was like 98% of their people were positive to come to these parties and to buy the tickets. And we knew it was going to be a hit. Like, because
Master of Kung Fu is awesome as well.
Well, yes, also Master, but we were
before the movie, he's an awesome
you're just verifying. Yeah, that's 100% great. With that being said, you're also missing out on $350 million. So, I mean, it's good.
Maybe it changes. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
But good stuff. Yeah, I think it's great. I think B's a good place. I think A's a little high, but B's a good place.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Moving on.
So we get hits. That was a team up for Silk. So now let's go to a team up. Let's go team up for. Here we go. Champions 1.
Let's let the chat respond and
it's a tough one because one, there are a lot of copies of this book. This is like 100,000 plus print run. They have a lot of variants.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody like Cyclops?
Cyclops is going to be a tough replacement because they can't do that. We're not getting OG Cyclops. Like, there's no way we're getting that. But the rest of the team could be up for grabs. Like this.
Slow.
What?
This has got 2 terrible. It's got some bangers in here. Don't get it wrong, but it's got 2 terrible characters. Kid Vision. She's terrible.
Vision? Well, I mean,
Vivi.
No, I'm not a huge Vision fan, but
she's not all right, dude.
They could introduce her. Like that's something they could do.
They gotta have the kiss. They're gonna have the kiss. Ironheart.
I mean, I will agree. I will agree that the rest of them, you get you get the Sam. He's good. Miles is good. But they got Cyclops. You got to set that on fire. That was just a terrible mistake.
Well, see, my problem is I don't want Sam Alexander yet. I want Richard Rider first.
You can't have Richard Rider in Champions, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like Champions is going to be a tough one to pull together because I don't want
B?
Sam Alexander yet. I want Richard Rider first.
BC.
But we're getting Kamala Khan, so
What are you talking about, Lopez? S? Lopez, put in the chat how many copies of this book you have. If it's 20, it's going in the trash. I'm just telling you right now. It's going in the trash if the number comes up 20. And don't lie to me. Oh, by the way, your Christmas present will be there tomorrow. Do something in for the kids, too. All right. Zaggy. I don't know what to do.
How much is this book right now? How much is this
I don't
book
know.
right
now, I still want to say
$15
it's like $20.
Got it. Hey, Pat, good to see you. Yeah, I do love Richard Rider too. B, we're getting a lot of Bs. I actually had it in the C category, maybe even D, because I think Cyclops. I only like 4 of the characters.
Well,
okay,
there's not that many characters.
Kid Cyclops. I've never read it, but how is it?
Yeah, this is like $15 right now.
All right, so you didn't have 20, but you got 11 and then 4. You got 15. Not S tier, dude.
No, it's
C
not.
would be fair. I think C would be fair. We're not doing the variants. We're not doing variants.
A 9.8 sold for $96 at auction.
Ooh, for the regular A cover.
Regular A cover, $96 at auction. Ended today.
I would bump it up then, actually.
The C?
Get a 9.8? Yeah.
9.6. It's 9.6. It's 9.6.
Oh, a 9.6.
No, that was 9.8. That was 9.8.
Oh, is it 9.8 for under 100? Well, I mean, shit, is that only one sale though? Is that an outliner or
no? Just today. That was 16 bids. Ended today. So it's a weird Wednesday ending too. Don't factor that in. It's a Wednesday.
Can we look at the last book before that? The last 9.8 before that.
I'm scrolling down. I'm just going through looking for Raws actually, but I came across that Ms. Marvel. You search Champions 1, you get a lot of stuff. $20 raw yesterday.
Hi CB. Yeah, I mean I got that, Joe. I'm down with that.
There's some variant. I'm skipping.
But I think the problem with I have with the A cover of that book too is some of the variants.
$17 2 days ago.
Some of the variants, yeah.
It's like 15.
It's
like
like
15, 20.
It's holding. Yeah.
Yeah. CB, we going C or B? Whoa, what happened? What do you guys think? Where are we at now? C or B?
It's probably because I switched my screen, so it made.
I think we're out of A. I think we got a lot of solid Bs here. We got a couple Cs. We got high C, low Bs.
That CB range is kind of where I was at.
I can agree with everyone else here at a B.
Yeah,
it's not terrible.
Fair enough. No further.
I'm still probably not rushing out to go buy these.
Honestly, though, now
me neither. But
if you find it for $1 and you could sell it for 15, hey,
hold on, chat. Now that we broke off both team books, are we doing this? Are we putting agents and champions on the same level?
We still got another team book in there.
But they're
that includes them both.
Points. There's different price points. You know.
Yeah, different price points.
A 9.8 of that Agents of Atlas is what? Was it like 175, 200?
Probably.
You're right. I mean, you gotta account for the prices here.
Fair enough.
That's what I want to factor in too, like the upside potential you have on.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. So let's get into some. Why is this book here? Okay.
I don't know. Well.
Oh, geez. Trash.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. $300. No, that's issue 2.
Hey. We're doing the Totally Awesome Hulk 100 is what we're doing now. We've moved to Totally Awesome Hulk 100.
Oh, I know. You didn't like it. It is his second appearance, but.
Because second appearance. It does have a little first appearance of some terrible.
And I also gave you the Turner cover.
Right off the bat. Wasn't there 1,000 covers of this too, though?
I don't think there's 1,000, no, but there's a couple.
There's 100.
There's 2 Turners. There's a green and a gray version of the Turner. There's a cover A, and but just think of it this way: this is Amadeus in the Hulk title, not in Amazing Fantasy 15. This is his second. So he is very closely associated with Hulk. So
yes, but it's Amadeus. It's not even.
Yes, and that's
Hulk.
why I put that extra picture of him with the coyote. I forget the coyote's name.
So where did we put AF15? We put AF15 as A. There's no way this is anywhere close to A.
No,
this is a second appearance of him, but not as the Hulk or Brawn. This is just Amadeus Cho before they figured out what they were going to do with him.
Yes.
This is when they figured out they're going to eventually turn him over to the Hulk. That's why they put him in the title.
No, I don't even think they thought of that.
Oh, no, because there's a third and a fourth of it, too. Didn't he show up like a couple more times in this?
Oh, yeah, no. Look, this is issue 100. It's not till 112 before he's with Herc, but he was still in the title along the way.
Yeah.
He was just a secondary character in the Hulk title for a while.
Yeah, just a little boy that was a genius. because they were hunting him down. That's right. That's the ace smartest man.
I just threw it in D.
I don't know
all
if
it really is. I mean, it's not.
You don't think it's can fodder?
No, I don't think it's garbage because Hulk. Because again, it's
Double J's giving it a D because of the Turner cover.
Yeah, the Turner cover will still get you some return.
Yeah,
it's still part of Planet Hulk.
It's a unique play to hold with all the muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah,
you know.
All right,
it's still part of Planet Hulk, so people still want to collect it for that.
I just think second appearances of non.
Oh yeah, that's not why I put it in D's for the second. It's just everything. I'm factoring everything in, and that's why it's not garbage.
You got me out of the trash can with it. All right,
that's all.
100. I'm going to try to
score.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find a comp to this.
Well, you can do Silk Volume 3, number 1.
That actually has something in it. No, that.
Well,
no, I could do this. This is comparable.
Okay. All right, what do you got?
Silk number 1.
Well,
what? You don't think this is comparable?
No, because I think this is more comparable to Totally Awesome Hulk 1.
It's her 36th appearance. Oh, maybe we'll switch back to that side. We'll go back to it. But it's like her 36th appearance, just her first.
But it's her title. It's her.
Yeah, but people, they run to this book. This is like a top 5 Silk play.
Because there's not a lot of Silk books.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not saying it's great. Like, that's not, I don't know, man. Like,
well, and also this is cover A. I mean, there's also, they got the Scotty Young.
Yeah, but we're not doing those. We're just doing cover A, number 1. I mean, I just don't see it going like, you think this is above C?
Man, I feel like you can still get this.
It's a BC at least for me.
You know,
it is her.
It is first soul. Double J's. Yeah, sorry.
First title.
So B. He's got a B on it. But Zag's with me. He's like, yeah, man. I mean, like, you know, I mean, there's B and C. It's between B and C. Well, that's where we thought it was. I mean, first solo C, B, 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 C. I mean, I think we're right there.
We're right there. We're straddling that that line, but.
Which is what I'm saying. Like, I don't see a problem with the book. I don't hate the book. I have it. I'm not putting it in trash.
Best offer $30, 9/8, $100. I'm looking at.
I'm sorry. Well, I kind of meant the relevancy. You know, like a relevancy of a 6-second appearance. I guess the first time you get your own title, but when you think
that's the thing. Yeah, it's a first title because.
But when you think about Silk, real quickly, like this is like when she got her first title, she already had like a whole mini out before this. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like. She'd been around for a while,
but for like the regular collector out there who may not just yes, they want the first appearance, but they might just see, hey, I like this character Silk. This is her number 1.
Phil's got a good point too. He said people collect ones, and you just said it too. Yeah. Okay, guys, B or C is not helping because we're saying B or C too. So we need Phil. Give us a defining on this. Is this B or is it a C?
Well, honestly, you know. Just another spin. So when you think about like a number 1 of a series, right? You think about the run. Like what other covers came out of it, right? You look at the She-Hulk Volume 2 run, right? What covers came out of that? And there's some really great covers that came out of the series. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but I think you have to take. I think you have to take that on.
Yeah, it's a launching point, though. He's got a point. It's
I agree. I agree in general. In general terms, he put in B, so we'll put in B. But this is where I'm going to say it should probably be a little bit lower than that, maybe C. Typically, including She-Hulk, that was like a push in, right? Like it was close. It came in 1, 2, Savage. We got it. She, on the other hand, had already great variants. She already had costume changes. She already had great team up.
She didn't have a lot of variants. No, she had 1.
No, there's 3 big ones she had before that.
What 3 big ones?
4's got
Alpha. That was
Alpha. Well, that, right? I'm not. But 2 of the issue 4 has 2 other variants that are popular. Not because it's Silk on the cover. It's because Black Cat's on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, Campbell. Yeah.
So it's not because of Campbell stuff. Campbell Black Cat.
I get it, but it's still her book.
I know, but that's why people are buying that book. It's for that. It's for the Black Cat Campbells.
All right, so we got B. Okay, B. What does it say?
I think B is good for it because
again, in on the moon, still crazy. Yeah.
It is. It's a mildly important book.
Not overall. Yeah, I get it.
It's a hair above mid-level. Like between B and C is the middle. So it's a
It's
hair
like, it's a
above.
completionist book. It's a completionist.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad. No,
Yeah.
not bad at all. Not bad at all. So where are we going? Where is he? I can't. My eyes are drying out. What is it? TA. Yeah, here we go.
You want to go to Totally
Totally
Awesome
Awesome Hulk 1. Oh Jesus, fucking homage. All right.
This thing popped a
Yeah.
little bit,
$25 now, something like that.
something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of that hurts it in my mind a little bit because it's like, ooh,
And you get the Riri head bubble thing, floating head.
Also,
you know,
also
yeah.
It's also yeah.
Yeah, Totally Awesome Hulk 1. Let's see. Oh, $17.50 at auction on the 6th.
We might need to look. We're already getting a call out to read. We'll check B. We'll go through B.
$15.57. All right,
Eric,
it's
well,
actually
just remind
down.
us.
It's, $25 on December 3rd. Looking at
Eric,
the raw,
remind us,
29.
We might have to re-rack.
Re-rack what?
Re-rack B. We're getting some complaints about the B tier list, but we'll get it.
Re-rack
B
it to
only
where?
because you have a variant on this list too. We're going to have variants, so no, we might have to look at B overall as a ranking site. They're saying because they're saying you can't have Silks First and Champions and Agents all on the same B list. There's some stuff we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it at the end.
Silks first. Well, it's her first cameo.
Okay, we're not talking about the variant, and that's why, because you'll see what we're going to do next.
Yeah,
We're literally
okay.
talking about this as an A book. And
Cover
with
A.
the A book, I
Cover
think,
A.
yeah, cover A.
Yeah, because not to give things away, but we will have the variant for this book.
You just gave it away.
That thing's ridiculous.
Mhm.
It's price. Like,
But where
price
do we?
and
But at
fun.
$25, do you have this in anywhere above C?
It's 15 to 25. It's kind of the range over the last week. It's still, I'm personally, for me, this one is more C.
Yeah, I'm in the C.
But I've already told you my bias that I like Amadeus more than I like Hulk version of Amadeus.
Well, we got one. Well, we're not doing the B cover though. We're doing one on A right now. We have B, but it says only because you have a variant on the list. Oh, dude, stop cheating and looking at the list. All right.
all right. I'll scroll up so maybe they can't see.
Okay. So C, are we C in this?
That's
or
where
B?
I'm at.
Yeah, I'm at C. Phil, where are you?
Man, I don't know. I mean, does this book get to like $35? You think?
I
don't know because he has so I know Silk had a lot of appearances before her own title, but he did too. But granted, this was his first as Hulk. So if you really like him as Hulk,
the chat caught up.
Is your book.
The chat caught up.
And
Everybody's seeing this.
And then what? The series had how many issues? Like what? Did it go into the
30?
Yeah, almost 30. I think
pretty long.
27.
Oh no, 23 or 24.
24. Yeah, but they remember they doing that. Yeah, but remember what they started doing with it.
It was Weapon H at
Weapon
22,
H, yeah.
and then it ended like a couple issues later.
Okay.
So it was like 24-ish.
Yeah, I mean, argument for B, but if everyone wants C, I go with C.
Chat's going with C. Let's get in C. Yeah, I think that's cool.
We'll go with the consensus.
Yeah, let's go. And then the next book we're going to do. So since we already mentioned it, here we go. Which a little bit of homage, whatever you want to say.
Homage, however you like it.
Got him doing the transformation on the front. I actually don't like the way the color
this
looks,
is
but
tough.
Why is it tough?
Because this book is expensive.
How much is it?
A couple hundred, like 200.
Wow.
For the 1 in 20, I think it's a 1 in 25.
It's a 1 in 25, and it's the transformation, right?
But this is not easy to find. Like I don't see this thing.
This is a hard book
often,
to find.
which is why it's tough. Because there are a couple of I think there's a couple of variants with this book too. But this is there's the hip hop
going there.
The Raekwon hip hop cover is pretty cool.
The Raekwon hip hop cover is cool and it's like 35.
Oh, wait, no, I think
bucks.
this might be a 1 in 50 because the 1 in 25 is a weird like.
The Raekwon was an unlock, and that is I think like a $25, $35 book.
It's still a 1 in 25, but November 20th it sold for 155. 175 November 17th. 220 on November 8th.
You guys think it's A at a couple $100? There is a 100 and there is a 1 in 125. Yes. But I think what we're saying with this 125 is
there's two 1 in 25s. Yeah, that's the thing. And this is the much better of the two 1 in 25s.
This is the homage one that at least gives it to you.
Yeah, the other one is like a selfie.
Can we go to A with this? I know it's B. We were between B and A, and I don't disagree.
This is a special cover.
I like it.
Yeah, I could go A.
You could go A. All right.
I'm not going to S with it.
It's a special.
No. The chat's got it in A too.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not going to be opposed to it. I know it's pricey. Yeah. But at the same time,
that's the only thing that is because there is different covers and that's I guess why I had A. I think A's still a little bit too high because even with that, like you can really, if for $20, why wouldn't you go get the hip hop cover? You know what I mean?
Well,
you know what I mean. I don't know.
Because you can still because there's more copies of the hip hop cover.
No, there isn't. It was open order after, but you had to. I think that one you had to order with.
No. I know. I'm just saying on the market. Like if you go look. Like there's options for you to get the hip hop cover. That's why I think it's tougher.
Rennavision, like the
cool. Mexican. I was like, ooh, $35. I was like, oh, that's a Mexican version.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we're going to do. Yes, he was right. By the way, somebody said Lady Hellbringer. Yes, we get that.
But yeah. But really, are you buying it? First Lady
that's what you're buying it for? Okay.
Come on.
All right. So then if we're going to do that, we did 1-1 and we did a variant. So what? Well, we have that variant. That's a banger. We got two banger, in my opinion, too. So we'll do this for Silk. So we'll do Spider Women Alpha.
Okay.
All right.
Does this happen, guys? Does this happen in Sonyverse? Did we get this team up?
Does this happen? I could see it.
I could see it happening, but that's why I said I could see 65 too happen. So, but even with that being said, I think because we'll give it away.
We're doing the 30 seconds to talk about this one without me.
Yeah, you got it. We're gonna do the same thing we just did with Hulk, right? We're gonna give you the variant next, and I just don't know. Like, I don't think we can get this above C either. You know what I mean?
I think it's a C. Like, if you're buying it for like $10 to $15, I mean, you're gonna get your money back.
And they're popular characters too. Yeah, I mean, there are also popular characters in the team up, and people make big deals about they're up and coming. Well, look, we know we're seeing them, right? Like they're here or coming. We do know there's a little bit of popularity with at least 1.5 of these characters already. You know what I mean? So I think, and the A cover isn't unattainable. Right? It's really not in the unattainable. And to be honest with you, it's kind of a good cover, right? For an A, for just a general cover, it's kind of a good cover. D, we got a D and a C. B, you'll get more female spider characters. I agree. So we got B, we've got the gamut, B, C, and D. I was kind of in the C, mid C area. We've got a B and a D, so that evens out to C. I think Phil, what'd you say? You're in the C area with this too?
I'm C. I actually feel bad that I don't have more copies of these. I actually feel bad. I only have one copy of this regular A.
And I like that cover.
Yeah. I mean, I think see, there's another B. I think it's like I do now that you just mentioned it. Like, it is a good. You want me to put the cover back up?
It's a good cover. I like it.
The only problem is, are we worried that we're low grading this into C because we know the variant's coming up? Is that what we're doing here?
But the price point is just it's
what is this at? Let me look it up.
It's probably like $8 to $12 probably during the holidays. I bet.
Right now, you might not be off. Spider Woman Alpha. Asking price? Do we want asking or we want sales?
Sales.
Yeah, I like looking at sales too. That's where I like to start. I always like to look at what it's actually selling for more than
have to look at the sales during the holidays. Yeah.
Oof. An Alpha and Omega together sold today for only $6 at auction.
Ooh,
B. I think we're B now, right?
B.
On December 2nd for $1.25.
Jesus Christ! Oh my
Buy it
God,
now though. $13 end of November. See the auction. That's the problem. People, I've said this so many times on my channel. A book that's not hot right now, do not auction that thing.
Yeah.
But the buy it now is $13. The buy it now is like 13, 20. There's one in $20, but that's now we're getting to October. But the buy it now are like
not selling that 15, much right now.
20. But the auction, there's another auction that ended at like $5, one bid, because that's the thing. It's not a book people are looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
watching
I think B. I think we're good with B. I think we're going to B, right?
At that price, if I can get this again for $1.25, like
And that's
someone
what it's doing on the internet. Think what you can do in IRL, dude. Like seriously, right there. I think we're good.
Get
Where's the
people to
buck?
put this up on Whatnot, and you'll win it for like $2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like those are more.
Whatnot could be crazy though, because you get people who just start fighting over things.
Yeah, it can, but I mean, yeah,
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
$5 even to win an auction. Seriously,
BC,
huge win.
Where are we? BC.
I think we're B, right? The chat said B as well. We're gonna
Alright.
agree. I think.
At that price, I will give it that extra bump, and I like the. I do like the cover.
Sleeper B. I'll go back. Yeah. Eric, we're going to hit it up. You're making a strong case. I'm not saying you're making a weak case here, Eric. I'm not saying you're making a weak case. We'll hit that book back up. I think you might be doing something. All right, so here we go. We did that one. Now we're going to do the variant, which I don't know. I actually like the A cover.
Yeah.
This is special. This is so special.
This is another toughie.
I know it's tough. It's the book is, but like to be honest with you, when you look at the two covers, this is one where I think.
The art's I like the art slightly better on the A. Only slightly because it's still a little off center.
What's the price on this?
I'm trying to look it up now. None sold recently.
No one wants to sell it.
Too high.
No one wants to sell.
Nobody wants to sell, but is there offers?
Let's see. Right now, there's a 9.4 up for $400.
I think that might be more of the problem. I'm not sure that
There's
people.
an
That's
Italian
probably,
edition.
that's
There's an
probably
Italian
fair.
edition asking $90.
That's probably fair. Because when you look at these manga covers,
That's
man,
it.
like with
I'm
Stacey
scrolling.
Lee,
Wait. Oh, no, that's a cover A. Oh wait, 5 copies of cover A
for the variants with double
$66.
Pete,
That's weird.
You run it real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, sorry, I'm not looking at the screen because I'm trying to scroll some. Yeah, there's none of the variant right now. Like that's
no one
it.
wants to sell it, and everyone's willing to
$400
wait.
for 9.4.
They're willing to wait. They're willing to wait to sell this book. They don't care.
They should
They know
because
it's a special book. Yeah.
I mean,
And
is
this
it that
one
far
has-
of a stretch after the next Miles book? I know we're getting this is only part 1 of Across the Spider-Verse, and we know we're getting to part 2. But after that, is it really that much of a stretch to say, hey, we're going to take some of the female characters, spin them off, and do their own movie here? We're going to take Spider-Gwen. We're going to take Spider-Woman, who we've heard might be rumored to show up in what as well. We take Silk. We spin them off in their own little storyline. I know it's
So much
animated,
money
but
to be made. There's so much money to be made here. Oh my god.
there is.
With those 3.
There is. I like them
It's
as characters.
I don't know. I mean, I put this as an S, man. You know, this is such a special book. You know,
You might be selling me. I'm at least an A. Personally, I'm at least an A on this because, again, this is a tough book to find. And I know it might be priced high, but you can't say it's priced high when there's none priced. Like, there's only one out there. So
yeah, you have to pay.
you got to pay to get it.
You have to pay to get it, and it's just, I just don't see this book tanking. You know, and you have the Silk 1 done by the same artist. I think it's the 1 in 50. I think where she's upside down.
Oh,
Like, incredible art too. I mean, you got this, and you got those two, and then that Silk hip hop cover.
Zaggy's got a B because nothing happens in the book. I get it. Yes, it's the start of the miniseries. It's the start of the crossover event. But I'm going on it because I like variants as well. We're debating S for this one just because it's so hard to find.
It is, but I think there's a point. I think.
How many other S books does she have?
Well, return on investment. Well, let's just think. So, like,
But if it's already falling after the big spike, right?
What spike? I don't know if it's hit the spike yet.
Well,
okay,
no,
so
I know,
it
but
did hit a
it
spike
did.
last.
Well,
last
it hit.
last
It
year,
hit.
2 years
It
ago,
went.
it hit a
Yeah,
spike.
it hit a spike. Yes.
Okay.
But now it's settled down.
Let me turn my mini fridge off because I don't need it.
At least it's sold for like a couple $100 the last couple years at the low. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get this for under $100 anymore.
No,
There's just no way. Yeah.
No. But if we're gonna talk S, are we? I mean, like, I'm just thinking like 4, right? Like we all know 4's coming, right? We agree.
Yeah.
We all know 4's coming.
Oh, you're saying Amazing Spider-Man 4
Yeah.
variant?
So both and the A and the.
Oh yes, yeah.
Now, is there 4 even in its variant is a little bit more
All right.
accessible. Well, we can put it in S, and if we run, well, I think we got the chat. The problem is the chat is all A-ing it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
like,
to that
are we?
point, when you think it like that, all right, A is not a terror. It's not like A.
A's
We can always
fine.
move it up.
I mean,
A is
We can
fine.
always re-rack. We can always re-rack. Put it in A. I agree.
We
I
can
think it has
always
to be
A.
at least A.
yeah.
It has
Let's
to
do
be
A
at
and
least
we can
A.
move on.
We can always move on. Yeah. All right. I'm erasing here real quickly. So we went that route. So, oh my God, this is ugh. Okay. Ooh. All right.
We still don't have any trash, and we still don't have an S.
Champions 22 first Brawn.
And Ironheart. Well,
With
her
Ironheart?
outfit. Or her.
Oh, a new armor for Ironheart. Woo. You guys
This finally
trash
went up.
Silk when she actually got a real costume. Don't let that be a selling point.
Well, this is a
Finally went
twofer.
up. Yeah.
And it's got a cool second print.
We're not doing the second print. We're doing.
I know. I'm just.
It's because we put added variants. That was part of the argument. So we added a couple of variants.
Oh, but Riri keys are so good right now.
We're not doing Riri though. We're not doing
Yeah,
Riri.
I know, but you have to
That's
count for
Riri's
the
sake.
guts. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right. What do we got?
We're gonna get Brawn or we're gonna get Hulk. You think in live action?
I think you
Again,
got to
we
get
gotta ask
Hulk.
this question.
I think you got to get Hulk in live action, right?
Well,
And then the cartoon will give you Brawn afterwards to explain for the kids.
probably. Yeah, probably. Because we already know Ruffalo's probably going to be phasing himself out.
Yeah, eventually he's got to phase himself out.
I mean, we're already getting She-Hulk, so yeah, he
Ooh.
probably will be the Hulk if they bring him in.
Sad Nova cover D. Downvote. Don't give us downvote, Zaggy. That hurts Pete's feeling.
My one feeling.
Yeah. I
don't
can't
know.
disagree. I don't disagree with this, but I'm with the trash. I'm trash. I'm with the chat here. I'm in that. I just.
You know,
I know,
I'll
I'm not
say
a-
this. I'll say this as a vendor. I thought this book was going to skyrocket with all the other Riri books, and it didn't. It took so long. It languished, and it's like it just couldn't build momentum. You know, so I don't think the chat is wrong here. You know.
Yeah.
We got a couple trash votes on it. Are we D'ing or are we trashing it? I think that's our
I don't
decision.
think you could trash it. I mean, it's first Brawn.
Okay,
You know?
D it is. We'll put it in the D.
I see
Zaggy,
a book as
too bad.
trash. If I see it even for $1, I'm not picking it up because it's not worth my time. I find this in a dollar bin. I know I can still sell it.
Yeah. I get you. You're right. If it's $1,
But the
it's not
Hercules
a dollar
is
though.
trash, if anything.
It's not a dollar book though. So
No,
that is part of it. We did the variant here.
that is part of it, but I'm not taking away points. That's what you want to do. If you put something in the trash, you're taking away points from Amadeus Cho by trashing his book.
Okay.
That's not trash worthy to me.
So now this is something that I see that might be on the same level, but kind of crazy, and I'll explain it a little bit more. ASM and the Silk. Okay.
Good luck on this one.
Yeah, no. We all know if we watch this, you know what one of my favorite things in comics is minis. And you do know, I know we have number 2 in here because it gives us, well, isn't it number 1 that has, no, it's number 1. You put up the wrong book anyways. That has
the first Agent Cole.
no, he's in 1. Both the Hydra agents are in 1.
All I'm
That's
telling
just-
you is what it said.
That's when he's in the super suit. The super Hydra suit's in 2.
That's what they're counting, and that's what's
Oh
important.
my gosh! So it's like a different realm thing with them, and they're going
And you're
against
arguing the Cindy Moon Silk thing. Go on, we got Super Suit Agent Cole.
We got James Harper in there too. The problem with this is you know that when these characters, whenever characters start to blow up, and when people talk about first books, right, like their first titles. Also, these minis have a tendency, if you can get the minis in a group, and Phil sells at shows, so he would know this too. Like there's spike. People will go out and get this portion of the run. You'll see it getting picked off, and then it's light. This is already a light run, anyways. I asked to do it as a run, which Pete, for some reason, when he wants the person to win, will put the run in there, the little mini, the whole mini. But when Pete doesn't want that person to win, get out of here with your trash. When he doesn't want to win,
I'm showing you the comments from.
when he doesn't want it to win, all of a sudden he puts it in there. What's going in S tier? I don't know what's going in S tier. Eric, they put it in trash. All right. Nobody wants to hear it. Put it in the trash. That's
I'll throw it in the
harsh.
trash.
That's
It's all
harsh.
right. Yeah,
It is
watch
harsh.
We'll cover.
I'm telling you, that's going to sell better than Champions.
I don't know about that.
The Champions 22, 100%.
Well,
All
because
right.
think of it this way: that's like one of those things where it's gonna be like a villain of the week on a Flash.
No.
CW
You're
show.
talking. No, that's what you did. That's why you put number 2 there. Why you didn't put the whole mini, the little 4-part mini. If you put the mini up, and that's what the pitch was, the mini. It wasn't. Yeah, it was the mini was the pitch, and you put number 2, which wasn't even the first.
Don't give me this pitch where her mini, where she's sharing a title with Spider-Man, is now somehow more important than her solo series, which you were shitting on not that long ago because it was her first solo title. And you're like, who cares?
I'm not saying this is A. I'm not saying this, bro. I'm not saying this is A tier. Look, I'm not saying it's A tier at all. You're misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not trash, and people are going to be looking for this. The mini as a run. I'm saying that's going to happen.
I don't know. I mean, it might be, and I wouldn't argue D. Like D is where I had it, but I can't fight it out of here.
Put in D, I wouldn't argue it either. Putting in trash is harsh. This is why you guys are going to lose, because you guys keep putting the good character stuff in trash.
It's not what the chat is saying, and it's not just
that's what JJ's saying.
JJ says trash.
This is what, because Leftover likes to get me riled up, so he says it. The truth of the matter is, I'm telling you, when we look back at this,
Zaggy, Sticks,
you guys know you're going to have Cho. You guys keep this up, you're going to have Cho going against like Miss Marvel and Sam Alexander in the Royal Rumble at one point. You're going to keep putting the good characters that you could right now get that are going to eventually be good and flushed out. You keep this up. I'm just warning you in the Royal Rumble. All right. Everybody's so one-sided. Sometimes with this game, you have to be down the road. You know what I mean?
So it's in the lead. We got to make it interesting. We got to make it
exactly
right. Yeah.
She's not. Is she in the lead? I don't know if she is. I wasn't.
I would think she is.
Well, she's not. There's 2 A Hulk books, and now it's a -5 for trash. So it's not. That's not the case.
That cancels out one of the A's.
She only has 1 A. He's got 2 A's, and she's got trash. So that cancels out A's. Yeah. All right.
You didn't give her biggest book.
Here we go. This big book right here.
I loved finding this in dollar bins.
The kid who leads Monster Unleashes.
Yeah, Kid Kaiju.
I know who he is.
I found this so many times in dollar bins.
Yeah, where it should be.
It's a cool Fin Fang Foom cover.
Yes, it is. There's some cool variants to it too.
No, the variants. Well, the Cho variant is nice, but then that's the 1 in 20. The 1 in 25 where he's skateboarding, that is ridiculous and looks dumb as shit.
There's the good Monster early.
Oh yeah, the skateboarding one.
The skateboarding one is
dude.
God.
Listen, I'm telling you this.
If anybody, enough, but then it got expensive.
Okay, all right.
Trash? No way.
All right.
I'm in a D.
All right, no, I can deal with this. I can deal with this.
If it's kind of hard if they all say trash.
Look at this. Yeah, a vote is a vote. I get it. I'm a kid. Whoa.
See, I'm with Eric. I mean, it's just kind of a D right now. I mean,
yeah, a D's not
Kid
bad.
Kaiju becomes a thing. I just don't think Kid Kaiju is going to become a thing.
Even if Kid Kaiju becomes a thing, it's not going to be a thing people want, is what I'm saying. It's going to be one of those things. It's going to be one of those things where our friend Ben Stein gets it like number 8 on the list. And if you hadn't sold it by then, it's already past time because that thing's expired. It's like expired milk in the grocery store. Yeah, you might drink enough that you take a gamble on it, but that's only because you drank too much and you need to throw up anyways.
I don't mess with expired milk.
That's what it is, man.
I don't mess with dairy past its date.
Hey, that's what Kaiju is. Kid Kaiju is expired milk, and you just drank too much, and you're like,
go ahead. If they did Kid Kaiju like
if it was a cartoon.
If it was like like they cross gender it, right? They just cross the gender and then just do an 11. The girl that plays 11 and she's Kid Kaiju. I mean, man, that book will blow up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But with Kid Kaiju, you're going to have to bring in the Monsters Unleashed. Like, you're not bringing Fin Fang Foom to fight no longer Hulk Brawn.
That's why it would work on a. All right. I don't know.
They got mechs right now. Mech strikes right now. I mean, maybe. Could happen.
Okay, put him in D, I guess. I mean, what's the chat saying?
I
the
see
chat
a
was
few D's right
Yeah, they
now. I
want
see
D or
Astro got a
trash.
couple of D's for doo-doos.
skateboarding. Yes, skateboarding might be S tier, but the skateboarding cover is.
Nope, we did not
D
put
for
skateboarding in here.
Okay. All right, so then we'll go to his Cowabunga. All right, so we will go to his.
We're almost through this.
Yeah, we will go to his the variant for that.
Oh, for the Monsters Unleashed?
That's such a cool cover. Oh,
It is.
But
The
not
Elsa
worth a lot.
Bloodstone's so much better, though.
Yeah.
Right, and the Moon Girl one is really great too.
Really good.
That's true. The Moon Girl one's good too.
Oh,
This is like number 3 on that list, which hurts it a little.
Mhm.
The Medusa is really good too. That's a really good one as well.
And since this is issue 1, there's more of this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is better than the Kid Kaiju one, I think, for sure. Ji-Hung Lee, guys.
Is it for sure? Is it for sure? I actually did. I was the one that added this one in, right?
You mentioned it, yeah. And I remember thinking about it because I was like, well,
because we get the middle with them on. That's the only way that they could get in there with Lady Hell and Hellbear, and they could get the Lithian group. Like that's the way you could do it. You couldn't do Fing Fang Foom, right? Like you'd have to go the other route with that if you're going to bring in King Kaiju.
Oh, they're asking $275 for the Elsa.
Where are they at? You right? Is anybody disagreeing with me with the Lavian group, the Fire in the Pit? Like that's the way you'd have to go with Kid Kaiju. You could not go with
the Leviathan group.
Yeah. You couldn't go with Fing Fang Foom. So you're right. You could. What Phil said earlier about converting it to girl because you could just take
of this sold today for ratio at $25.
I feel like
under ratio. I would think about it. Yeah.
I think you could really get this book for like $6 to $12 if you really look hard.
Wow, Elsa's $200. It sold for.
What's the chat saying?
Raw?
$175. Yeah, raw. $175 raw. Late November.
We're getting the move. People are trying to move the Kid Kaiju to trash.
$25 raw on this one as well. Raw in October. Not a lot of selling. $18.95, $11.85.
Sticks. You are a grown man and you were playing Fortnite. End of story. No, sir. Okay.
Where are we at?
An argument for trash because it's like, yeah, I mean, where are you going to get the when is the return on investment going to happen on?
For this one,
it's the worst one. Almost the worst one of the connecting covers. So I mean, I don't think the chat's wrong.
And the most printed,
too.
I mean,
All right, most printed. I didn't know that. Yeah.
We got our first trash. Even though they said to move 3 to trash, we did.
I got another one I don't like coming up.
Really?
For him.
Okay. Well, I don't know what it is. So we did 2.
You don't know what it is.
So we got to do 2. We're behind on hers, I think. I got to do 2 over here, guys.
Yeah, you got to do 2 of hers.
I'm going to do 2 of hers. We're going to do something that's kind of. We got some big ones. Well, we got to do the big ones. I'll do one.
One good, one big, one.
One big and one.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do. Okay, this is on the same. This is similar level to Kid Kaiju. So, who wants to hear me mispronounce her name?
What is it? It's like
Saya
Ishii or something?
I wrote it down so I wouldn't mispronounce it. It's Saya Ishil. Ishil. Is she? Ishil? Yeah, okay. She's like the new bad going forward in volume 3. She's she is the typical bad that they're gonna like in this storyline because she owns Jet something, like she's like like she inherits she's now the wealthy billionaire bad guy who threatens to expose Silk as Cindy Moon and her whole family, and she's got a whole tracksuit mafia type goon squad that protects her, but they all wear business suits.
Yeah, I will freely admit I'm a little behind on reading the current series, despite my having one of the variants up here. But yeah, I don't know. This is the kind of character that would make sense for an Amazon Prime show. This makes sense for if we are getting her on a show. I have no idea who they're going to have on the show. This makes sense.
This run is also on fire too.
People will really like it. This is the stuff that as far as the inside and the villainy, this is what they've seen has hit lately. Like this is, you know what I mean? This is like the rich kid who is spoiled kind of, and also is bad and can fight and has a goon squad with him.
Kind of Lex Luthor kind of vibe thing out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually even thinking because of We're going to talk about it after this, but Hawkeye spoilers, and kind of like how Echo is with the with the tracksuit guys right now. But then they have suits instead of sweatpants. So here we go. We have nothing from the chat at all. I don't think
nothing, huh? Were they commenting on other things? Oh no, we got a C. There's a C.
C.
Eric.
Okay, see. Okay,
I don't know if these the double if JJ and Lopez are talking about this book or the last book.
I think JJ is because he's put D in there. No, he wanted trash in that last book. I think it's C. I think we can put it in C.
Trope for a villain? That's exactly what they look.
Yeah, it is. It's copy repeat. Have you read comics,
exactly
JJ?
What they look for first
copy
villain?
Repeat.
First villain, it's always give them something. Getting something they can understand.
Something they feel familiar with. All right, C. We got a couple C's in there. I think we're C. See it up. Put it in there.
Yeah,
it's a solid. Mine is D for this. I get it, JJ. I get it. It's not without realm.
All right, still something you can get for cover price. The regular cover, if not less. Like you can get this probably $2.
We will do her. We will do. Damn, man, I can't wait. I know one of my Christmas presents is a new boat. I got the most defective pair of Beats by Dre's that I've ever had. I can't wait to get the new ones that I'm gonna get from Santa Claus. All right.
I don't know. I do this raw dog. I don't have no headphones.
So here we go. We go with did you just say you do this raw dog? So here we go. We get the Amazing Spider-Man. We get number 4, the variant. Technically, I know other people say she's first on cover on other things. This is like, is it the egg or the hen or the chicken, right?
It's Umberto.
Yeah, it is Umberto. It's cool and it's popular.
It's only a 1 in 10, though.
It's popular, though.
It is. But I'm just saying.
How is it now? Like, what a price on this? This might entail where we're going to rank it.
So I tried to buy this at $650, and that was the last sold. 9.8, and I got rejected. But I would say $650 to $750, maybe $750 asking is very reasonable for that book right now.
Last one that's sold on eBay, at least, $699.99 yesterday, with $25 shipping for that cover.
So shit.
$740 a couple of days before, December 3rd, $740, a $1,500 SS by Stan Lee, Ramos, and Slott.
It's very popular. This book is when 4 start to hit early on. This book was a pretty popular book out the gate. It's always been a steady.
The regular cover.
It's always been a steady gain. Are we putting this in S? I think if there's an S tier book, it's this. I just think the story behind it.
You could double your.
Yeah, how long you've sat? How long it's never had a spike dip really.
Either.
It's had a aggression, which is what you like to see in books. A strong aggression going up, right? Like we haven't seen this. We never saw this really. Even when there was like the 2018, like we got to sell stuff because prices are getting too high before the COVID happened. Like, you saw, like, you know what I mean? So we start to see some of that. So
there's one asking $829, and there's one that's at $420 something at auction. $426 at auction.
Book's $1,000 book. As soon as it comes out, as soon as the show comes out, it's $1,000.
No, you're right. This is $1,000, but they're $899.
Yeah, well, no doubt.
People like the artist too, so it's got staying power. So even if it dips back a little bit, I don't think it's going to go
$1,100 for an SS. These are asking now.
Full disclosure: Stick needs a copy, and he's still ranked at S.
$1,000 raw.
$1,098 at least. I agree. It'll be over $1,000. Double J.
Yeah.
It's S. S. It is. All right. No argument. Let's go. That was easy. S. Put it in there.
Right.
We finally got an S. We walked away with an S tier. All right. We'll do 1 Hulk, and then we'll come back and do 2 Silk to finish
and
off
then a Hulk.
Yep. Right. So we put up. I don't know. I put this, but this will go against 4 regular. We put up Totally Incredible Hulk. This is more. Isn't this more X-Force versus?
This is Totally Awesome Hulk 22. This is first Weapon H.
Totally Awesome Hulk 22 gave up on Cho and Hulk at this point and pretty much made this X-Force versus the Weapon H project.
Yes.
That's really what this book was.
This is the trash. This is what I said. There's trash coming, and this is the trash because this everybody was, there's tons of speculation on Weapon H. Everybody was hunting Weapon H books, all of these 19s, 22s. But my God, did they really mess this up and just gave us garbage?
Mm-hmm.
This was just straight garbage. This is hot garbage.
Hey, I probably give out 3 or 4 of these left, but yeah.
I mean, no, I've got a couple second prints.
I got one left.
Yeah.
But realistically, you try to read this thing?
Yeah, it's not good. It's really bad. It's really bad. It has very little to do with Cho.
With anything.
Yeah, no, it was bad. It's definitely bad. Once again, if you're putting A on it, we wanted Zag. Come on. Seriously?
No.
Oh, you're just joking. Okay.
Yeah, you're on your. What's this? Why is JJ giving a D?
Hey, so is Eric.
Oh, Eric.
It's a $50 book.
Wait, Scott's in the house. Scott, give it a trash. If Scott puts it in the trash, Dwayne Scott puts it in trash.
Oh, I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to override because I can run the thing.
All right, so why are we arguing about it? I don't think it's
because I do want to see. I'm going to look at Totally Awesome Hulk. Let me see 22. Let's just add a curiosity. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at. I probably should put it up on the screen.
No, it's all right. I hate when people.
Well, that's asking $60 raw. No, I want to see what this sells for.
Oh,
I don't care what
$50 book. Seriously?
Still, who the hell cares?
He said he'd rather use leaves than this is toilet paper. So
I hate these.
I just priced one recently. It was $50.
It's
$50 offers. I can't see the price without going to another site.
I agree. It's $50. I think that's the new
35 to 50. Yeah.
45 and all second prints 25, 1324.
Okay.
A lot of second prints selling.
We got trash votes. Let's go. Put it in there.
I just don't like it.
We're 230 in
93. It is still expensive. So yes, at this price and for what it is,
trash it. Oh, he got 2 trashes. Uh-oh.
And no S's.
Okay, so speaking of first appearances, number 4 overall. I just for some reason like this cover.
I do too.
Why do I like this cover so much?
Perspective. Yeah. It gives you a hint of the story inside. It's old school in that sense.
It's like some of Slott's best work too. I mean, but what's the prices on this? What's the price on this now?
The 9.8 is like $300-400 right now.
Oh, okay. Let's slow down.
Raws are literally right under 200.
Ooh, real slow down.
Or 200 by
okay.
Now.
Yeah. Okay.
It's expensive right now.
Ooh. So I like the book. And I would I'm not gonna lie. The comic book store that I was at had a dollar bin sale on it, and there were stacks of them in there. And I picked up stacks, and I still have a decent amount left of these.
141.38 at auction with 4 bids, December 8th today.
There's a bit more room, maybe, but do you think there's really that much more room on this?
I don't think there's that much more room.
Did you hear what Phil just said on the raw prices?
I mean, look, all new Marvel Point 1, right? I mean, doesn't that sell for like $350 to $400?
188.50. 19 bids. Yes,
that's because people weren't going at Phil. I guess people weren't going after this either. That's a fair point.
188.50.
But I think
with 19 bids yesterday, I had no idea.
He picked up 4 of these at a thrift shop. Like these were in stacks, just sitting in bins, never touched.
Yeah.
I know. I thought this was like an $80 to $100 at best.
Man, I thought people were going to argue and say because of the price we can get it in C tier, but the chat's taking A. Are we in A tier with this, guys?
I like the book a lot. I mean, I have it right next to me, but those prices, I don't know what the ceiling could be.
You might be selling that book listen to auction.
Is there a lot? I mean, there's not a ton of copies of this, are there? Like maybe
there are.
There's a lot.
60,000 or is it 80,000?
Yeah, no, it's probably over 60.
No,
it's probably
like around 20. It's probably 21 change. That's what around that time. That's what
21 and change.
21 and change. That's what they were putting out around. Yes, go look at those ASM titles around that time.
It's way more than that.
80,000?
Original Sin.
Yes.
It's original Sin title.
Oh, it's the original Sin title. That's right. It fed in.
Yeah.
This is, that time.
This
was not a Spidey title.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's why Spidey 10 's got thousands of copies.
But why was this in the dollar? I mean, Original Sin sucked, right? I'm trying to remember why this was sitting in the dollar bins. I know Original Sin sucked.
Wait, this is the same issue as the it's the ASM4, no? Or
4,
Yeah.
with the bite.
Yeah, the ASM
4 is
4.
a variant.
The variant
So-
is,
so
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
we
not
just did the
original.
variant with the
Okay.
Humber.
It
But
is
the
Amazing
variant, but the
Spider-Man
variant, but the
title.
variant was only a
Okay.
1 in 10
Yeah.
or 1 in 15. It was a very small ratio. That's why I thought this was smaller print, because it was a very small ratio. It was original sin, which
No.
is always no.
No, Oh, that's 6. Hold on, I gotta back up then. So that's September.
Yeah, but 6 they got rid of our original sin after that.
No,
Didn't they?
I thought I had the date, but I grabbed the wrong month. So let's
Why
go.
was it in? Can somebody clarify why this was in? I just want to know why this was. 4 was in the dollar bin because everyone pulled issue 5. Oh, that might be right. That might be, yeah, that might be right. Yeah, you're right, Eric. It's better than those two. I know you're not ranking it, but the second print is one of the real promise, I think.
Oh, I'm in the wrong damn year. That's why.
Yeah. No, but I think it had already come out as like that part of the run was kind of sucky, right? Like people didn't want original sin.
Oh, amazing. Oh shit. I just saw
100?
it, but I clicked it too many times. Yes.
100?
Amazing Spider-Man number 4 in September. No, what month is this? This is July. It actually came out in July of 2014.
120?
There were
No way, not 100.
What the fuck is it?
Wasn't this a slump? Remember ASM had that slump there for a while where they almost canceled it. Well, they didn't almost cancel it. They had to
117,000 copies.
Oh, 120 it is. Okay, there you go.
Oh,
120.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
We
So
still have it in A, huh?
that's
Everybody
why
still got that?
even
Chat,
when
you
you
still got
count
that in A?
1 in 10, there's still
That's
12,000.
2021. Yeah. So are we
That's,
doing?
that's proof in the pudding there, folks. Print run don't really matter
Yeah.
much.
No, but people
You
like
know?
this book.
But
But
people
it was
like
a
it.
ton
That's
of
the
them.
thing.
Yeah,
There's
people
just
like
more.
it.
There's
And
still
there's
more
a ton of them.
people.
That's
than
why it was
print.
the dollar bins, because there were so many of it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, nobody did read it at the time. That was a slump. That was the slump in the ASM run. Yes. Hated the renumbering. I agree with that too. We gotta do A, right?
I'm here today. I'm at A. This is not S to me because there's just
This
so many.
Phil Rob, good point. It killed even the numbering, right? Like it killed the numbering. So
Yeah.
that is an A book.
Right.
Okay, still A. Put it in A. There we go.
One more of each.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the last Silk book. Fucking hate this book. Okay, this book. You put my mini in the trash, huh? All right. ASM or no Silk. I'm sorry, Silk number 2, volume 1.
You go to Comic Vine. Look up Silk's enemies. You'll see how many she actually has that they consider hers.
Silk number 2, volume 1. This is Fang. This chick was what's his name? What's the guy's
He doesn't
name?
even show up like this in this issue.
Yeah.
But
what's the guy's name? The guy, Ethan or whatever.
Ex-boyfriend or something.
No. He's an old man that has spider powers. Old man Spider-Man.
Oh, Ezekiel.
Yeah. This is like the inherited.
Like
this is like the
like an understudy or whatever.
Yes.
Protege.
This is like his female younger version of him. Yay. I mean, we're probably actually gonna see this character, but yay. That's what I think about that.
Yeah, but it's the same. This is like a villain of the week. This is the same thing as our Agent Cole. Like,
yeah. Well, Agent Cole. Once again, stop saying Agent Cole. I did it because the mini's going to be popular, not because of Agent Cole. You're stuck on Agent Cole.
Be popular.
You're stuck on Agent Cole. Okay,
that's why I thought you picked that.
No, I picked the mini. That's why it says distinctly in the Hangout mini. Trash.
This is a cover price book.
Yeah, it is a cover price book. And
yeah.
odds are in one of the multiverses she's gonna show up. So I guess that's the two things it has for it. We got D, we got L, we got
from
LOL.
Eric.
We got one garbage.
It's just not.
Hey, I just keep seeing JJ and Eric dominating the chat. There's 23 of you in here. Let's hear.
Well, they got to catch up. They got to catch up. All right, I'll put it in D. I'm not. I actually think the mini should come out of that. Okay, well, whatever, dude.
And she doesn't have a trash book.
Leftover, put in F. D, F. Put her in trash. We got two. What do you think, Phil? Is this trash or D? We're between.
Do we want to eat? Full disclosure, I do have a lot of copies of this book. But, full disclosure, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we try to be honest with people.
But I mean, the cover is not great, but it's a key. But
Got a cool Hydra. I
cover
kind of like
price
the Hydra cover. It's not the cover that's shying me away from this.
The whole chat's here. It's 50-50 down the middle between D and trash.
D and trash.
What are you guys doing to us? What are we doing?
I'm for the sake of the game, I'm okay putting it in the trash. But
Are you sure? This takes
know.
points away.
He puts it in trash.
Just
he
make it
breaks all the
interesting,
ties.
right?
Phil is the guest of honor. He breaks the ties. He put it in trash. Oh boy, you guys are killing me. If Silk doesn't win, next week you won't see me. You will not see me on the tack show. I will not be here if Silk loses, guys. Sean, what's going on? I'm telling you.
You gotta have some suspense.
Well, it could come down to this. Yeah. It could come down to this.
Throw that shit in the trash. Nope. This is actually the team that will probably show up, but
this is the team that could.
This is the team that will show up, which is why we gotta move Atlas. Atlas. That sucks because it's a combo book. You cheated, cheater.
Who cheated? I didn't.
You cheated.
You have free reign to pick from the.
No. Look, you did 2 covers. I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing.
I put 15 and 16 because they say that they give both. They're like, well, first cameo of the team, even though they're on the cover. I don't know why they would consider 15 the cameo. And I didn't even put the variant. The variant for this book, 15, is expensive.
I call shenanigans.
Good luck finding the variant.
Look, you put the
thought about putting the variant.
You put 15 and 16 together. Which book are we voting on? 15 or 16? Well, number 1. Number 2, you would put the mini there. You keep saying Agent Bob. It's not about Agent Bob. All right.
I thought like it was that you wanted Agent Cole because I considered him.
All right. Let's replace this with the skateboard cover. All right.
This is better than the skateboard cover. No, but I considered putting the variant for 16 or 15 in instead of the game variant that we put that ended up in the trash. I considered
I didn't think the game variant was going to get in the trash. I was surprised.
I didn't think it was either. I thought it was going to be
great cover and team. Yeah, but he put 2 covers out there. D for 15, a trash, a B.
All right, just go off of 15. Just go off of 15 then, which is the first appearance.
Yeah, then we're split with trash, D, and B. There's no way we're putting this in C.
I feel like this will be easy to do because Sony's not going to fight this.
No, you're right.
Yeah, all you're missing
really
is
it
might be C.
You're just missing C.
It'll be a quick.
It might be C.
It's not going to be like a series, but
you kind of like what they did A-Force in Endgame, where they just had the ladies just team up for a second.
Yeah, it'll be like a quick little Well,
hey, look, we got everybody on screen. Let's put all the Asian characters together, and we'll say it's
discussion. Thank you. Okay, cool. Great Robotech.
$15.
Is that a mech? That's a mech. Cool. Hey, in Robotech. Hey, listen. Did you guys ever play that the mech game like on the PC? Okay, this is what we were DT. Now we're CD, and I actually think C's got a. I know there's a lot of D's in the chat, but I think,
How much is it worth right now? Is it like a $15?
And what else do we have in
C? 15
is
the 15 is actually expensive. Not super expensive, but
on the expensive end.
A little bit. It's not like a $1 book or anything like that.
Is it over $10? Is it over $10?
Yes, it's over $10. I would say.
D.
This is something This is a book you hunt in the dollar bin and hope you find.
No, I know, but getting a rare dollar bin book and saying that it's like.
I know. I'm
just
a dollar
book. Some of these legitimately are $1 books, right? And we got them in D anyways.
Actual sales.
I can't hear you because I don't have my headphones on. So blah blah blah.
Oh,
go ahead.
15.
$15. D. Nope.
That's the most recent sale was $15.
Mech Warrior for the win. Absolutely, Mech Warrior for the win. Double J, Mech Warrior for the win. Robotech Jenner. Absolutely, Mech Warrior.
All right.
But you find that variant.
Next comment is a tiebreaker.
We can do that. Next guy was tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Besides that, do it on the book though, not on Mech Warrior being the win.
What's
not
an
anything.
Why do you keep saying Mech Warrior?
That's because the Robotech's Jenner thing is Mech Warrior. It's video game. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's for the non-cool kids.
I know. I don't get it.
As far as old people.
Someone chime in.
All right. So that's it. We lost the whole chat now. Why do we have 24 people and not one person's going to willing to put this
Nobody wants to try.
Nobody wants to break the tie. Add them up. We can't add them up. We got to sticks. We got to put this last.
We got to figure out
what does Darth Lopez say.
But you know what? To be fair,
no, he won't. It's not D. So
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter if we do C or D. If I do my quick, if I quick
D,
eyeball this thing,
Z. Okay, we got two. Zaggy put it in D, and Scott put it in trash.
Okay. D.
So D it. D it up.
Done.
D it up.
it doesn't matter. I think even if it was in C, I think with this one S tier, we're Silk. I think wins it.
She's got two trashes. He's got
Yes, but so does Amadeus.
Oh, she came back in the A. She came back in the A.
Yeah, they
Going back to
canceled. The
champions
A's
or what?
canceled.
We're gonna see. Add it up, Pete.
All right, so she's got 10.
Oh, wait. Time out. Eric
Oh,
wants to relook at the A and B. Time to reevaluate. We did say we'll give. Okay, two. Look at the clock is at 2:44. We will give you till 2:47 to make your point on what we should re-rack in A and B. We'll look at A and B. If we're going to re-rack any of these books, you've got 3 minutes to tell us why we should re-rack this.
Yeah,
A has got Amazing Fantasy 15 in it. It's got Amazing Fantasy. It's got not Amazing Fantasy 15. Hulk 1.
Hulk 1, the variant, the totally awesome
variant.
Hulk 1, 125
It's got
variant.
Spider-Woman Alpha, the variant.
The 1 in 25.
The 125. It's got number 4 in it, the original Sin, the A cover. B has got the side chick for Cho in it.
Delphine.
Delphine. It also has got Amazing Spider-Man number 1, which is Silk getting bitten in the foot by a spider and her being the background in 2 panels.
First Cindy Moon, yeah.
First Cindy Moon. Cameo, I would say. Cameo.
It is a cameo. No, there's no. It is.
It's also
what
got
it is.
Agents. It's got Champions number 1, team up for Cho. It's got Silk number. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Silk number 1.
Ooh, I see what you're
And
saying.
Spider Women number 1.
Spider Women Alpha.
This is where Silk wins it. It's right in here.
May move ASM 1 to A and put Spider Alpha down to B. ASM 1 to I don't like that.
I'm not
I don't.
putting the
I think it's a cameo. No, I'm not doing the I'm not doing the cameo on that. We looked that up.
I mean, if you want to make it special, I mean that AF could be an S. I mean, really, if you want to make it interesting.
I don't like it though because it's him and
First
it's not even
Amadeus
like.
Cho.
And that's my well, I'm see,
is
but the
so
thing is, I'm
bankable,
with Phil on this because I like him. Like I do like that.
I don't.
appearance
That's
of him,
not new.
personally.
Agents is way more important and way more upside than TAH1.
But it is
Yeah.
not the variant though.
Are you saying the variant? And is much better than
Yeah, 'cause
anything in
Totally
B.
Awesome Hulk 1 is in C. New Agent is
the
in
only
B.
debate. Once again, this gets back. Eric, I hear what you're saying. The only debate is it's more important because of the other characters, not because of Silk in that book.
Not because of Silk.
Yes, is this what we're saying? Because if that's the case, it's staying in B. If you have another argument besides it's more important because of Silk being in that book, if you
Also,
say
let
you
me throw this
Lockjaw?
out there too. The New Agents of Atlas, like this book, actually isn't even the most expensive book in the run. Issue 2, for some reason, because a First Swordsman is more expensive, even though he's on the cover right here.
Yeah.
But issue 2 costs more.
Well, that could be upside though. Do you collect
just
comics
saying.
only on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I got all these
got 'em all.
boxes, so there's comics in them. Yes, I collect comics.
yeah,
I also read
ask
them
my
too.
wife if I collect comics, and
What do you?
Order.
No, he does it too. Probably. What do you collect? What's his thing? Silver Surfer. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
oh, I
You
do
read
love
comics?
this.
240.
Yeah, I like it.
247.
Yeah, we collect a lot. We collect a lot.
I don't really collect comics. I collect wood representations
I
of
collect
said
all
comics,
types of
like your
junk.
Silver Surfer one.
Okay,
Nice.
so here we go. Are we moving agents up? Can anybody do it? We've got 30 seconds left. Are we moving agents up or leaving it where it is? I think we're
No,
good
I'm
where
leaving
it's
it
at.
where it is. It's not
okay.
going to matter.
I'm
Like
okay.
I think this is already done. I think Silk, unfortunately, or
I didn't
fortunately,
like that agents run anyway.
That's
I like the other one where it was all the animals. Like, remember when Wu was rating the team, like you said earlier?
I'm just telling you here. So if we want to rank it, Silk's got 10, 15, 20, 26, 32, 34, 36, nothing. Minus 10 is 26.
Got it. 26 for Silk.
Joe
26.
has 5, 10, 3, 16, 18, nothing.
18 to 26.
No, minus 10
Oh,
it actually ends up as 8.
8. He got schmuckered. He got knocked out. He got knocked out.
Slapped.
He had no S. He didn't get the S. They canceled out the A's. They both had 2 A's. She killed him in the B. She had 4 B's. He had 2. That's where she killed him. It was right there in the middle.
You know what though? Eric brings up a good.
And then she even doubled up in the C. She got 2 C's. He only got 1. He dominated.
We might have to do some polls. We might have to do some polls because Eric brings up a good point. B's so heavy. 5 books for the Rumble. Which 5 books are we going to pick? We're going to have to get into that later. This is enough for the tier list right now. But
I think it's on. We don't need 5. We can just do 3.
3s. We'll do 3s. Okay. But still, we got a lot of. Okay, fair enough. All right. Yeah, maybe we'll do first appearance. Maybe we'll team up first appearance, best variant, and something else. Okay.
And best villain. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like your
villains suck. Her villain's not even.
Villain.
Her villain isn't even the fucking.
Well, yeah, for her it's gonna suck, but yeah, for others it might be better.
Okay. Yes. And moving
real
on.
Quickly, to be fair, think of all the new school characters. Tell me who has a great foil that they created. Miles doesn't have a great villain. Spider-Gwen doesn't have a great villain that's hers. Squirrel Girl, Ms. Marvel, Silk, Totally Awesome Hulk. Nobody has gotten a great new villain that's just theirs. Right?
Her new one in Volume 3 looks to be pretty good because of the trope. I mean, not great. Like you never. Yeah. Okay, but this is a question. We're going to send it back out to the chat again. Feel free to send us messages. This was, we're still going with leaders of the new school here, I guess. Or are we just going to do the other option?
Jesus, we almost went 3 hours already.
Oh, Jesus. We got to hurry up.
Hawkeye now. Spoiler alert now.
I still got variants to give you guys real fast.
Could you we'll do spoiler alerts. Could we just could we just thank you very much, Robot. Could we just flip through variants fast?
Yeah, it'll take 5 minutes.
And then we're going to talk about a little bit of Hawkeye here. Because I think Hawkeye
just real fast. Yeah, we'll wrap things
for all you guys who haven't. As soon as we get through variants, we'll do a 15-minute spoiler alert on Hawkeye. Because it was, once again, I think out of all the ones they've showed so far, Loki was good, but I think Hawkeye's really doing great. So
it's pretty cool. I will admit that.
Pog Day? Are you a Pog champ? No, Eric, it's good. That's the whole point is you of talking. I agree. The book's good. I have no problem with the book. I'm just trying to argue the Silk portion of the book. I get it.
All right. Just to quickly go through this.
Eric, just me up in the personal chats. Kill me for that. But
top 5 variants on a budget.
Still love you, brother.
I focused in on Silk because she had more variants than Hulk.
I'm focusing on Silk too for a different reason.
I'm just saying she did. So first up, you can get the current issue. We talked about first Saya Ishii, the 1 in 25.
Yeah,
the 1 in 25 for her first issue. This most recent one. This is again a hot run. You can get $10. It's under $10. There's copies out there you can buy right now.
That's a buy. That's a
buy-in. And one sold for $8. These are cheap. Yeah. 1 in 25s. Just saying. Right now, it's a bargain. It's only 5 issues deep, so it's not an old book. Just don't sleep on it.
Damn, I should have bought that at the sale.
This is her volume 2. This is issue 7. Issue 7 and 8 were kind of about the same, similar. I don't know. There's something about this cover that's kind of cool to me. Just like the perspective. This is a 1 in 20. It's not easy to find. There's not a ton of them out there. But a copy sold as cheap as $10. There's none up right now to buy, though. That's the problem. It's tough to find.
Okay,
none up.
Tough to find. All right.
But if you find them, it could be cheap, and it could be a cheap buy for a book that could be tough.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
Dynamic Forces. This is also for volume 2. Dynamic Forces number 1. You know those weird Dynamic Forces. They give you COAs. They just have a weird limited print run. You seem to only be able to get them in certain areas, which I think is kind of near me because I think Dynamic Forces is on the East Coast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but $15 you can buy a copy, and you can see it sells for $16. So it's still pretty cheap for this variant right now. Who knows if it goes up? Nothing special happens in this issue.
Greg Land cover too, right?
Yeah.
Who's in?
Yes,
who's
yes,
in?
It is a Greg Land cover. Good call.
Who's Lopezing it in the background there?
I don't know who this is. We got a Falcon-ish looking character, a vampire-ish. I don't know who these characters are because I didn't read volume 2.
I didn't read volume 2.
Someone had a bad hair day.
But yeah, all right. Yeah, crazy kind of hair. Next up, I do like this Anka. This is the Chris Anka. This is volume 1, issue 3. There's a 1 in 25. This thing could sell for much higher, but I did see copy There's a copy out there right now for $25. There's other copies up for like 50, 60, but there is a $25 one, and one did sell for 30. So it kind of meets my limit. I kind of shoot for that $25 range. So this is borderline, but other copies are much more expensive. But there's one out there right now if somebody wants to go buy it. Chris Anka, number 3 for issue.
Person might take $18 for it.
Eric, do you know who was on that? Eric, do you know who was on that DF? So let us know if you.
There's
do.
multiple characters on that DF.
Yeah, but the Lopez one. All right, go ahead.
And then the last one, I have it next to me. This is the Frizzen.
Nice. Yeah.
Number 4. This is the 1 in 25. I thought about the Rose Besh, but that's actually more expensive. That's still in the $40, $50 range. This one, you can still, even though there's copies for $40, $50. Look, there's a copy for $39. That's the cheapest, but it can still sell for $25.
Right under there. Yeah. Hitting the line.
So you still can catch
a lot
it
of people
for
ordered this one
in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ordered 2. I'll freely admit I do have 2, and have had one sitting aside for if we do another giveaway or something.
I think we gotta get our Christmas stuff together. We're almost there, so we're gonna do something next week. Probably have some announcements for you guys for the giveaways for Christmas.
So those are our 5 Sylph books, and then just really quickly for bonus, because I always do a bonus. I did throw a couple of Cho books up, just real quick. There's a zombie issue for issue 111. There's the zombie. You can see here's the regular cover. So they have an A and B. It's really just a B cover. It's not an incentive. So it's actually very, very cheap. You can get the zombie cover for $4. Yeah, or $3. You can see it sells for. Cheap zombie cover. This is issue 2 of Totally Awesome Hulk, the 1 in 25. I do not like this cover, but
dude, those are some great Speedos. That's some good Speedos he's wearing there, bro.
Yeah, he's still got the cell phone. He's still doing like the Austin Theory thing with the cell phone. He's just taking selfies.
You like this cover, Phil?
I love this cover. Oh my god, it's a great cover. And it's $20. It's a first. There's a first appearance in here too.
Yeah, that's why we put it in there. But like,
it's weird though. Look. There's a copy out right now. I did this today. It's hard
to get this.
$20. There's a copy for 20. There's copies for more, but the cheapest copy was $20.
Someone buy
and you can see one sold for 40. So
Phil's
why is there one for 20?
Yeah, I don't.
Someone buy it before I do.
Because somebody looked at this and went like, "Whoa, that's an ugly cover. That's all. That's an ugly cover." All right,
one more. I got one last one. One last double. This is the Gray She-Hulk versus Totally Awesome Hulk. This is only 1 in 10 for issue 13. So since it's a 1 in 10, the ratio is a little easier. But
oh my god, that's terrible.
$5 to $15. Their copies are out there.
How bad is this cover?
What do you mean? They're just fighting.
These feet are horrible.
Yeah, the feet are kind of horrible. You got that big foot. You got the big toe stretch, like the big stretch.
The Ninja Turtle foot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right now that you said it, you're like doing the Topher foot review here on.
Yeah, and now they're not like look at the muscles. Like you're supposed to get the double, triple ripple, right? You're supposed to get the triple ripple. It's like no, they're like moving it.
To your point, no copies have sold in the last 3 months. There's no copies sold, but $15 to $5.
He's got bigger back.
I've never seen it.
Muscle. Oh, okay.
And that's it. This is my end.
She's thick. No, she's just blobbish. She doesn't even have any definition. She missed all the days. All right, cool. All right, so you got a minute. It is now 2:57. You've got a minute. We're going to talk Hawkeye. It is going to be Pete. Hit it. It's going to be what it is going to be.
I watched it.
No. Hit the spoiler alert. Don't spoil it yet.
Oh, well, I just said I liked it. Oh, sorry, guys. I spoiled that. I liked it.
Don't
you want the spoiler alert? All right.
Yes, if you don't give it, they're going to cry.
Where the hell is it?
Oh,
there it is.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Warning. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Oh my god.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
A D. Harry Balls is giving something a D. All right. All right. We're going to spoil stuff with Hawkeye real quickly. Apparently he liked it. Phil, you watched it too. Everybody's in on this? No alert.
Yeah.
Yep. I know we all got it.
Yeah, I think.
All right, cool. So, yeah, great. Good stuff. I enjoyed it. I think we saw who we wanted to see, right? We got everybody in there. I thought it was a great deal on how they did the new Black Widow. I do think people are going to have a problem with the time. Like at what parts, like, I think they're because of Black Widow, the TV show and everything like that. I think they're going to still have a hard time placing where this is in the timeline, right?
Right.
Well, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I also
Black
like
Widow is on stream right now.
It is, yes. Yeah, it's on stream.
Well-
and it's good. I liked it. I liked Black Widow, but
Well, I guess it is kind of tough to figure out.
you have it. D for Hawkeye 4. You didn't even watch it, Jay.
Well, the thing that's throwing me about the whole Hawkeye thing was his kids. Because since they all got blipped, they should not have aged. So when they showed that flashback when like his son was like this big, and then all of a sudden he's like 10, it's like, wait, he went.
Wait, isn't that the, I thought that was the other kid. I thought that was his other son.
No, his other son went from like 11 to like 16, like that. That's the thing that threw me is his kids, because they used the same kids, but they aged because it has been years.
I like that they're still.
The daughter
leaning...
still looks the same.
Yeah,
she does look pretty close. She is the closest. She does look this like, relative.
I do like how they're like teasing still like the Kingpin character. You know what I mean? I do like that. I enjoy that. I think every time they keep bringing it back. Huh?
You think he's next week?
No, I don't think he's. I don't think he's for like 2 more weeks.
That's the popular opinion out there
Really?
on the interwebs.
Here's a question for you guys in the chat. Do you think Yelena and Echo are working together, or they're just separately?
No, I think it's separate. I think Yelena is there because of Elaine Bennis has sent her there from End of Black Widow when she kind of insinuated Hawkeye was responsible.
Oh,
so
you don't think somebody actually hired? You don't think somebody actually hired a new Black Widow?
No, because I don't think she's a working Black Widow anymore. I think
you
she's
don't
on
think
her
she's
own.
going after the Rolex. You don't think she's there for the Rolex?
No, I thought she was there for Clint.
See, I think she's there for the Rolex, and this is why. Because why would you stun him?
That's true. You got a point there. She did only stun. She had plenty of opportunities to kill him or her or Kate. She didn't try to kill either.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun too. But that's what I'm saying. I think the Rolex has got something bigger to play in, and I don't know what it is. I was trying to think about like what it would feed into in the right time zone. I was thinking if it might have a scroll connection.
Who's Rolex and who
they thought they were
identity
destroying it
would
for
be
some
revealed
reason.
by it.
They put a tracker on
So
it, so it has
supposedly,
something.
like that issue number of Avengers, but the 238 or whatever it is has a Kang story on it, and he's on the cover supposedly.
230. Oh,
Time Rolex or belongs to Kingpin. Who knows?
See, I also know there was a lot of people thinking that his wife is actually the MCU's version of Mockingbird too.
Maybe
that his wife might be.
Phil brings up a good point, though. Phil brings up a good point. What if they were going to destroy it because the information on that watch is Kingpin's list of all the like all the blackmail stuff? What if that's it? What if there's a chip in? We've seen this before. We've seen this before, though. What?
I thought it was just somebody like but why would Hawkeye be protecting it?
What? No, Avengers would have had it. No, Hawkeye wasn't protecting it. He wasn't protecting it. That's not what they said.
Well, he said to go get it
because it's supposed to have been destroyed. It was supposed. The wife said that. Are you sure that Rolex was destroyed? Just like your suit and the sword that weren't destroyed. So for some reason, somebody was keeping all this stuff, which is supposed to have been destroyed. For one,
and that sure seems like a big deal because. Yeah, and Laura, like you said, maybe she is the Mockingbird, right? Like, she seems like she's done some covert ops with.
Yeah, she's pretty, especially in what they've shown her, what she's taught. She seems pretty like in tune with things going on.
And then she can do the Chloe, 24 looking up shit on the computer. Like there's more to her. She's not just a housewife. No.
She knows a lot about I think we've known for a while now. She's kind of been into it or whatever. The other question that I have though too is the swordsman, right? Do we think that like the mom? It's the mom, right? The mom's setting him up, right?
Setting him up?
Yes, because she put him when they looked in the security thing. Or when Hawkeye called his wife to find out who was in charge of that company, it had a direct link.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no way if he's all this hidden and with the uncle and everything else. And if you remember, like, he tried to be an Avenger for a while. And that, I think they might use that angle where he's like the creepy guy that's getting this stuff. And sure, he killed the guy, but he killed it because he wants to be
it was his uncle.
Popular like an Avenger. Yeah, well, he killed his uncle for the sword. But for the sword, that's the only reason he killed him. Yeah, I don't think he killed him for that.
Yeah.
because he already, I think he killed him to get the sword because he figured he could play as Avenger. If he gets the sword, he's got
Well, he already
great sword
had the
skill.
sword.
No,
I
he
think
didn't.
killed him for the sword.
There had to have been something going on there though with it. You know what I mean? Like
I know they were both
he
bidding
stole
for
the sword. Do you think? Yeah, but
But
why would he
well,
kill?
they were both bidding for the sword, but he just stole the sword when the tracksuits broke in. Like, he just took the sword. The sword was his.
Yeah, you're right.
I think he just killed his uncle to kind of get him out of his way because I think he was just like probably a nuisance, or he was a stepping stone probably in between the mom and him. Like, he's probably in the way.
Go ahead,
There was
Phil.
an argument between
There
the
was.
And there's whatever the
television
argument was
and-
about.
Yeah.
But the argument was more about his uncle buying the stuff from the Avengers than it was about anything else. The mom and them were getting an argument too, because that's where it showed that the
That's
mom
what I'm
was the
saying.
boss.
Yeah, the mom and that's I
mom's
think
the
more
boss.
important. Mom
But-
argument.
But I don't think I don't think he gets involved with that. His thing, because you could see when they played it in the auction, he was more pissed that the uncle was bidding him up on the
Yeah, 'cause
sword.
he just
and
wanted
bidding
the
him up on
sword. He
suit.
doesn't.
Yeah.
He didn't want to like. He's
Kicking
not
him in the
scared of
balls.
business. He just wanted the fucking sword.
Underworld sewers.
So
Ninja Turtles. Go ahead.
I rewatched episode 1
Mhm.
and before the the flashback, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And then the whole scene, right? Right. The aliens attack, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You hear a thump sound before they attack. So
Mm.
and like, the mom doesn't even really show in a reaction, right? When Kate's asking, "Where's dad? Where's dad?" It's like she planned to kill him, like in his
Yeah.
office or something. And then the attack happened. So the mom looks like she's
Yeah,
pulling a lot of strings. I
I'm
don't know
totally
who
on
the
board. I
hell
think
she is.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think she's bigger.
Yeah,
This is the problem
but-
I have with the killing of the.
I think she used the event to cover a murder of her own husband. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he got killed in the rubble.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. This is what I also have, and that's
The
what
poker
leads
in the
into this.
head. That must have hit him when the wall came down.
I know they said the killer of the inheritance, but the problem with the inheritance is like he's about to marry a very rich person, and he already had some money. So like that was one of the key points.
But I thought they also implied that neither of them actually have money, and that they were both kind of thinking the same thing. That
She
she's
owns a
trying to get
security
money out of
company.
him. He's trying to get money out of her.
No.
but they both actually
I think it's because both of them weren't going. Look, the daughter said it right. My family built this hotel and other places in New York. She got the insurance money, which they also brought up, and she got all that property. Like real dollars, real talks. It ain't going no place. She has money.
Well, you got to sell the property to get that money, though.
Well, they're only staying in the penthouse. They're not, and plus they had the insurance stuff take over the rest of it. They both rich, so they okay. Yeah, I think they're both okay. I'm not quite sure it was an inheritance thing. And I would have been surprised if it wasn't the mom that killed the uncle. Like we all assume that it was him, but like with that being said, is he dumb enough that he kills the uncle and then's eating the freaking candies?
Yeah. He's dumb enough to believe sayings like absence makes the heart grow older.
That's why I think he's too dumb to go and kill the guy, because like you don't have it in him.
You don't have to be
he's
that
being used.
smart to go and take a sword and go like this.
She was fighting with him. She was in the argument. They come back. They do this fake thing where you think it's him that killed it because they just show it dead. He's eating candy, so you're like, yeah, he had to been in there. So that it's Marvel, 100%. He didn't kill her. He didn't kill him.
You think? You don't think he's dumb enough to just be like, oh yeah, well she said we should kill him. I agree with her.
In real life, but in Marvel world, no. They're giving you too many clues to say that he did it, so he didn't do it. It's like the game.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the CEO of the tracksuit mafia, right?
Is he? But that's what I'm saying. Is he?
But I see Marco's point is that he's not actually the CEO.
I don't think he is.
Tracksuit.
I think like she, because of the security company, could very easily fake in this information because she's got all the tech stuff and say that he's in charge of it.
So it's like sneakers.
But she is hiding something because she she told Clint Barton to, hey, you're gonna drop the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she didn't say don't involve my daughter.
Right?
She said you're gonna drop the case.
Yeah.
Not don't involve my daughter or whatever you're figuring out.
And if she killed the husband,
and then she calls somebody
right
after
and said we gotta take care of this. Yeah, give me a call back. Could that be the kingpin she's calling?
Probably. He could be the
next
true power
episode,
behind it.
The runtime of next episode is 40 minutes long. It's going to be the longest episode of the season. So it's going to be explosive. I think that's
it's the second to last, right?
The episode's called Explosive or something like that. Like
revelations
I think it's going to be are going to happen.
Is he more like? Yeah, is he more like a regional market? No,
The
he's not like
assistant to the regional
yeah,
manager.
no, he's the assistant to the regional manager. And why would the mom be it's supposed to be kowtowing to Kingpin? Why would she be easily? Because as we know, Kingpin will crush your head. Right? Like we do know
He
this,
has a
right?
lot of
Like,
he has a lot of dirt on people, like you said.
Yeah,
that too.
with the
tons of
Rolex
dirt
is
on
what I think the
people.
Rolex is
A lot
too.
of
Yeah,
leverage.
yeah. Uh-huh. Which would make sense if Echo's trying to get the Rolex back to him. Because like about all that stuff, if it was just common thievery, they'd steal all the stuff, but they were literally going for the Rolex.
Yeah, but again, I know you're assuming that the mom is rich, but think of this: they were having money troubles before Dad died. Yeah, they might have gotten insurance money, but he didn't seem like he was running a security business at that time. So if she input her money into this business, like she might not
Let me
have
ask you a
capital left.
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
If all of a sudden the Kingpin tells you, kill your husband, you get everything, she kills the husband, she seems to be affluent. Like when you see what she's wearing, this isn't rent a scrub stuff. This is like the house is all
Yeah,
nice.
but she can't get a decent haircut.
No. But
I'm just saying,
she
like,
got the daughter.
the-
The daughter's in the top school and breaking bell towers, and she's paying for it millions of dollars.
I know. I'm just saying,
She got
but
money.
still,
She got
curtain-
another apartment. You know, it's in like the cool hipster place for the kid. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, she could have still done something with the hair because it's just not working. I like Vera Farmiga too, but the hair is just not.
that's rich people hair. It's ugly
So-
hair, man. That's what it is. Somebody told her she looked good in it, so she's still doing it for 20 years later, man. That's how that goes. She saw it on a 20-year-old. She thinks she looks the same way.
I don't know if I
Kingpin
saw that on a 20-year-old.
Who cares about Daredevil? Wait, what does it say? I want Kingpin and Spider-Man. Well, I don't think anybody cares about it either, but I think we're going to, I think 100% after I rewatched last week that is definitely a Kingpin, and we're definitely going to be bringing him back. And he definitely, they've kind of hinted at that. So hopefully we hey, look, if we get Kingpin next episode, I think that's a mistake, but I think it's also will be really cool. So there we
Did
go.
you guys catch the gym bag Easter egg?
Oh, the bombshell,
Yeah, bombshell.
Yeah.
which I thought was weird.
Shout out to Rich Taylor. Yeah.
Yeah,
You put that on Instagram about bombshell. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you think it's just
I mean,
Easter eggs
it's
though?
new
Like,
spec, but,
I think that was just an Easter egg. I don't think that's
Yeah.
leading to anything.
yeah.
but
in particular
she
for
does
this.
say like you're gonna give me that bag back, right? So I'm like, okay, that might be a little bit something that happens.
Well, it's not
I
what's
don't
in
know.
the bag. She
Maybe
just
for
wanted the
season
actual
2.
bag.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
bag that said that with bombshell stitched in it or something by her girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah, but the cop was supposed to be bombshell.
Yeah,
The cop that gave him the bag. That
yeah. The cop,
The cop.
the cop's bombshell, and yeah, her wife. I think it was her wife. She said, "Oh, my wife gave me this."
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think we're gonna get like some
We'll
weird
see.
obscure Marvel character out of this. I think it's just a fun little,
Easter
little
egg,
wink and a
little
nod.
wink and nod. Yeah, they do.
Let's have a little fun and
Yeah.
They do good
throw
stuff with
Easter
that.
eggs out there.
Same here. I would like
Um
Daredevil doesn't move the needle. It is there. He's always been tough. I like Cage and Punisher. They do move.
What were
the
you gonna say,
needle.
Phil? Like, he's reading
Bill.
stuff
Sorry, I'm just reading chat.
while we wrap this up.
Do you guys think that Yelena and Clint Barton have met before this episode?
I
don't think so.
Anybody?
I think she. Yeah, I think. Well, she somehow knows who he is.
She knows who he is because, again, Elaine Bennis told him who he
Right.
is and blamed him for Natasha
But, I mean,
dying. But
Oh shit, you're right because he refers to her as the Black Widow, not
he
as
refers to her as not the
A
Hey,
Black Widow
Black
assassin.
Widow.
a
So
Black
she
Widow.
doesn't know who
Yeah,
he
that's fair. Yeah.
She knows
Yeah.
him, but he doesn't know her, which is why I thought she was after him. But then when Phil, or I don't know if it was Phil or Mark, when you guys said, well, she didn't kill him, she had a chance to kill him, but she didn't kill him. She's just there for the watch. I'm like, that's true. She could have killed either of them. She had a gun early on and didn't use it. She was fisticuffing.
Yeah, flipping around, she could have easily killed him.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I
she
agree with this
started
too.
fighting. Like when she showed up, you heard Clint fighting on the roof. You didn't hear, hey, she popped up and just shot him. Like, like she could
Guys,
have
but
shot
if
from a
if
distance if she wanted to kill him.
Real quickly, if we get Kingpin and we get Daredevil and we get Punisher and we get Cage and we get the dragons, guess what we can get? Shadowland. We can get Shadowland, and I'm down with Shadowland, bro. I'm down
Great
with
series.
Shadowland.
Great series. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm down with Shadow. I
They
love
messed
the
up
Shadowland.
Defenders. I will admit I like most of the Netflix seasons, but yeah, the Defenders when they brought them all together, it just didn't work. was too
I
rushed.
think-
It just didn't
I think Shadowlands
flow right
could.
to me.
I think that was one of the better story arcs and could work with the street level characters. I mean, I think they could do it. So there's
could
a
if they did it right.
mom and daughter bombshell team in the comics. Maybe they swap to a
White.
couples team, and then they're going to do what though? What are they going like?
Yeah,
I guess,
where are we gonna get bombshells? So
what
you're
are-
gonna get your own show? Are we gonna watch that?
I mean, they've got so much stuff on the books already. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. Maybe that's not without of realms that they'll turn a mother into a couple. Fair enough.
Before we sign off here, I'm just saying before
Is that
we've
gonna go
even gotten
She-Hulk?
X-Men or Fantastic Four in this universe, I'm not worried about them bringing some randos into, hey, let's give Bombshells a series. That's just not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't know.
want my big guns.
I think we all want big guns, but it takes a while to roll out the big guns too, right?
I know,
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. You have
I just
plenty.
don't see
There's plenty already to satisfy my
right.
appetite already on the books.
Look, we rolled out Tracksuit Mafia to get us to Echo, and get us to Kingpin. I just don't get like
Echo. I'm not itching for Echo. I'll watch it, but I'm more excited. All right, give me She-Hulk. Got Moon Knight coming. You got Ms. Marvel. Like there's things I'm already interested in.
I agree, but like there's got to be a pathway to something like Kingpin. You know what I mean? And what are the bombshell couple going to get us?
Yeah, nothing.
No. Well, think about it. Maybe we got something by next week. All right. Well, hey, Phil, it was great. Once again, remember, Phil has got a Whatnot sale with Ben C. Is a guy named
Not
Chef.
with. They do their own thing.
Oh, they do their own thing. I don't know how. I don't know. Look,
It's
I
separate.
obviously don't know how it works.
Follow Phil on Whatnot. It's
yeah,
vintage.
follow Phil on the Whatnots. He's there for vintage comics and toys.
Yeah.
They got a big event going on Friday. Check them out. Have a good time. Phil, it was great having you. You added a lot. We appreciate it very
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Come back sometime.
Come back on another time for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
You see what we do
Awesome
here. We
chat
just have
room.
fun talking.
I love the.
They're very
I love the
passionate.
chat. It was awesome.
They're very passionate here. They're
we
great
got a
guys.
great chat. We got the best chat out there.
We do. We really do. They're
Everybody,
dope dudes.
they
And
chime
women.
in.
We get a couple of women too in there. So I'm sorry, women, that I didn't recognize a couple of you in there too. I do appreciate it. Pete, would you get me out of here before I say something else stupid? Come on, man. Don't tell me you're waiting for me to stop talking. Don't tell me
I
you're
am. All right. See you guys next time.